Refresh the page, kid. Let me see. Okay, we're live. Oh, we're live in living color. Nice. All right, 1 second. All right, this is the time that we get to send the link out. So, oh. Hi, Bev. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning, Betsy. Can Betsy hear me?
Yeah, she could hear you.
Good morning, Betsy, darling.
All right,
Good morning, Lisa.
watch the chat. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Good morning. Guys, as you come in, just we're just gonna definitely share the page and thing to each and every one. Just go on share, share, share. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. Okay. Share the page. Hi, Sonia. Good
Good,
afternoon.
good morning. Well,
Mark.
good
Good
morning,
afternoon.
Sonia. How are you?
I think Facebook blocked me because I don't see my share button.
I got my share.
Oh,
For
good
a
for
good
you.
cause, Sonia. It's for a good cause.
Sonia, yes, I know I wake you up, love. But there you go, good cause. Yeah, most definitely. Let me
For a
drop
good
this.
cause. Good morning, Mark. How you doing?
Guys, as we come in, you just drop it in your just go and share the thing. Totally share. All right, gotta drop this link.
Good morning, Kaden.
Kaden, good morning.
Kaden is.
I know,
Kaden
yeah, he's looking like, did she really say
is.
good
Good
morning?
morning.
Like, wow. He's like, he's in a ton of shock right now.
Mm.
Yeah. Um, Definitely, guys. Just go and share the thing. Is this morning is gonna be a beautiful
Be
day.
like,
Um,
oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day.
is that a
Sorry.
tree? Is that a
Sorry,
tree?
sorry, sorry. I just remember that when my grandmother used to sing on Sunday. Sorry.
Bose, you're looking beautiful.
Why, thank you, John.
Okay.
You're looking quite ravishing yourself.
Oh, wow. Wow. I'll try to let that resonate. Claudette, big yourself. And guys, thank you for the support. Just go and share the page out, and I'll just wait for another minute, and then we definitely
Like cook
um,
food.
you know get this thing on. All right.
That's
Thank you,
fine.
guys. Sure enough. All right, guys. Share, share, share. I haven't seen Miss Lorna. Is she here?
Mm.
Okay. All right. Empress Bubbles. I don't know where to start. What? What?
You know that Sonia. Sonia saying she by her expectations, what my name is Bubbles, but give them trouble. Swing. Double double bubble.
Uh, you know, uh, you, You
I'm
make
so
me.
sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
that's all.
It's so early. On a Sunday too, like part of me wants to just be me, but I have to refrain a little bit because Lord is listening to me. I was like maybe in the next 20 minutes or so I could broke out, but right now I'm still like supposed to be in church right now and raising my voice to the Father. Oh,
Now, how was last night? You went out last night. How was it?
last night was actually nice. My friend Gigi, one of my coworkers and
Hmm.
neighbors, she took me out to a restaurant called Pirates of the Republic. It's
Pirates of
so
the Republic.
nice.
Okay.
Like they played reggae all night. So
Okay.
they knew me. They know like Bubbles loves reggae. So let's take Bubbles to a restaurant where she can feel at home. Yeah. So her and her boyfriend took me to this place. It was awesome. The food was delicious. I ate octopus for the first time.
Octopus. I had it in Jamaica, I think like in the 80s.
Ugh.
It tasted good at the time when I had it, but my parents didn't know that I had octopus because it was a friend visiting from the States, and they came down, bought a whole lot, and they had me eat it, and I was like, wow, I wish my mother could cook this, but if I mentioned that to my mom, she'll octopus my mouth.
I don't think like I really like I had to close my eyes and taste it and forget that it was octopus. I didn't eat it wholeheartedly saying, let me taste how this octopus tastes. It wasn't that. It was just like, let me see this jerk chicken. Yeah, jerk chicken. Yeah, jerk. Not bad. And then it was actually not bad.
That's good. No, Bubbles. No, what's
Yeah.
let's get this thing on the move. I want to understand this about you. Your DJ name
Mhm.
is way totally different from your government name. And why did you came up? Because I know from a long while you have this bubble. You're a bubbly person. And
Yes.
how did you came up with Empress Bubble?
All right, let me start off with bubbles first, okay?
Mhm.
So I used to go out a lot, like Starlight Ballroom, Brooklyn parties, 80s, So I hung
Mhm.
out with like Minimart crew, like Sleepy Wonder, Trevor Sparks, those guys. I like to dance. So, I'm a bubbler.
Okay.
So one night I was at a club and I was just like, I took command of the floor and I'm there like, da, 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 So Sleeper said, yeah, Bubbles, are your name Bubbles? You're the champion bubbler. So that name stuck.
Hmm.
Everywhere I went, I was like Bubbles, 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 and they love when I dance. Like, hurry up and go dance, go test that girl. Like that's what my friends would always do. Like, go test her, go on, Bubbles, go on. So as I got older now, I was like, you know what? I'm no longer that little girl that would wind up. So I put the little Empress by my name because these men like to call you Empress when hey, Empress,
Okay.
oh, Empress. So just put the
Okay.
Empress on top of
Because
the
the
Bubbles.
Empress normally go from Rastafarian,
Yeah, but I was locking it up the other day. So at one point and I'm natural. I
Mhm.
remember you don't have to be dreadlocks to be a Rasta. It's an inborn thing.
You
So
got that.
remember that. So at the end of the day, I'm Empress Bubbles still
Okay.
with the hair.
Now you are one of two girls, the oldest and the most spoiled one.
Mhm.
Now, growing up, you were born in Brooklyn, of course.
Mhm.
Brooklyn, big up yourself, from Jamaican parentage.
Crown Heights.
Cr- Crown Heights.
That's where I was born on Crown Street between Utica and Rochester.
Are you see? You know that area right now is not one of the area that you shoot a love movie, right?
I know. I know.
It's a crazy
But I
area right now.
survived. I came out of there, born in Brookdale Hospital.
Hmm. Okay, Brookdale, I know the hospital too. So,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Your school year period was even amazing. You were living in Long Island at one point, going to school in Long Island, and then you met a lot of celebrities within that time in Long Island.
Yes. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but you know, I bumped or rubbed shoulders with Busta Rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
From the at the time he was part of the flip mode. No.
No, he
Before
was a flip mode at that
he
time.
was that was before flip mode. That was I think Leaders of the New School. He was with some type of
One of those, yeah.
group or one of those groups. And who else? Like I traveled a lot. So I would go do shows. Like my aunt was a promoter for me. Big up Auntie Lana. And she pretty much her and her husband at the time, they had this promotion company. So they would put me on like shows. So I would go do shows with like Shaba, um, Horace Andy, who else? Winston Jones, Richie Stevens. Like, I was
Mm-hmm.
like artists.
Cool.
I'm getting a little warm here because
That's all right. So now,
with age comes some your
age.
own temperatures. So
Okay. So now we transition now from Long Island to Brooklyn. So you leave from Brooklyn, and then before they had hold on, they had you in an academy, St. Agnes High.
yeah, I
Tell
went
me a
to.
little bit about you growing up in there.
I had a fight. Okay.
But that's supposed to be like a Catholic school or something, right?
No. What happened was I had a fight in junior high school.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, no, we're not sending you to school for fight nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So my grandma was like, no. We didn't send you out there to get into no trouble with anybody. So she invested like
Right.
these thousands of dollar a month school for me to go to. And I'm like, Grandma, you're wasting your money. Because the girls there were horrible.
Mm-hmm.
They sniffed coke in the bathroom.
Wow.
They cut school, they did all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, here you are paying money for me to see a higher version of badness in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't last long, but
Okay.
okay. And then after that, I went to Tilden High
You
School.
went to Brooklyn to Tilden High School,
That's right.
and of
And
course,
after that,
Busta Rhyme transfer out to Tilden now.
I was out there too. I was like, why are you here? I think everywhere I go, you.
Because you know what, you don't have, especially to me, Long Island school are the best schools.
Yeah.
So when you have somebody transfer like in Long Island, and all of a sudden they come out to Brooklyn school like public
But
school.
listen, Tilden is where I had like Queen Pen. I don't know if you guys knew about Queen Pen. Queen Pen went to Tilden at the time that I went there. One of the fat boys went to Tilden when I went there. Yes. So I was there with a lot of rappers, and I was like, nah, I don't want to rap. Buster used to say, Buster wanted me to be Raw Digger one year, and I was like, I don't like rap. I want to do reggae. And he was like, leave that reggae
That
shit.
was the name. That was the name Buster gave you, Raw Digger, because he wanted you to rap. He didn't want you to do reggae.
He didn't want me to do like reggae music at the time because hip hop was popping.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so why didn't you do that? Because hip hop was
Hold
the
on, I
bomb.
see Perlene. Perlene, you know that school, Tilden? Perlene Lady Smith says she knows
Yeah.
Tilden High School. But yes,
So at that time, Tilden High School popping with all upcoming rappers. No Jamaican DJ artist not coming out there. Why didn't you go along?
because I don't like to be like everybody else. I'm a boss chick. I set trends. I'm a trendsetter.
You're the trendsetter.
So anyway, I had
Wow.
this homegirl at the time. Her name was Dahlia, Jody. And she was from Jamaica. And, talk, patois all the time. So she's like my best friend. She's speaking patois. And I'm like, wow, I'm just so fascinated with the, yeah, man. So I'm like, wow. Because my parents never really talked like that in the house. We like the more,
Mm-hmm.
don't talk that way in my home. It's more
Okay.
elegant. So anyway, I started, not say teasing her, but copying the style.
Mm-hmm.
And one day we was listening to a song, and I think it was the Whirler Girls were out at the time.
Okay.
Where are the girls? And Sister Charmaine and Junie Ranks and all of them girls. And I'm like, yo, I want to do what they're doing. But
Mhm.
I'm American. I'm talking like this. Like, yo,
Mhm.
I want to talk like you. So we practiced it a couple of times and I got it right. So at the time I was hanging out with
A lot
like
of
Sleepy
Jamaican.
Wanda.
Okay.
I hung out at Superpower Records. At the time it was World Enterprise. I was there
Mhm.
like every day. So I bumped into Sleepy one day and I said, Sleepy, I have a friend and she and I have been practicing this song, so I want to go in the studio with it.
Right.
And he said, all right, let me hear it. So it was an Elvis Presley cover called Wooden Heart.
Okay.
And we sang it to him and he liked it. He's like, you know something? Let me call Bubba. So he called Bubba General and Bubba said, let me hear what I want. And, we sang to him. And he was like,
Mhm.
that was so nice. So they called us and said, look, we're going to Philip Smart Studio.
Wow.
Philip Smart Studio. I heard about Philip Smart Studio. I said, we're going there. I was like, I'm so excited. And, got dressed and went out there and took the train and we were on the train singing, getting our lyrics right till we get there. And as soon as
Right.
we get inside there now, it was just like we were ready. We was just ready. 30 minutes, flat, song done. We was out.
Okay.
Original Lover Man is the title of that tune.
Okay. Who owns that song right now?
That was Mr. Do, I think. Um, with Superpower, they had like these different promoters at the time that were
Mhm.
at the radio station or I mean the record store. So whoever was there had like a album they was coming out with at the time. That's pretty much who controlled it. So I think it was Mr. Do and Shawty Diamond and some guys like
Okay. Guys, remember if you want to ask a question, just definitely drop it in the room. I'll definitely try to see it and definitely, go at it. Now, schooling.
that.
Something amazed me with you in school, and I
Hi
have to
mommy.
draw that.
Hi mom. My mom.
I, I have to draw this attention to it. So you
Yeah.
went to John
Yes.
Jay College, and
Yes.
everybody know John Jay is criminal justice. If you're not going into law enforcement or anything within law enforcement within that aspect, you don't really go to John Jay College because there's so many more college around for you to do. But if you go to John Jay College, that's where you totally want to focus yourself. Okay, you got a degree in
Criminal justice, Bachelor of
you
Science.
got it, yeah, you got a degree in that. So right then and there, you could go into further in forensic. You could also come out, join the police department right there. You understand? You got that. You have that boost.
Yeah.
Wherein a lot of cops don't.
I actually, when I lived in New York, I took a lot of those city exams. Um,
Hmm.
so I took the 911 police tech test,
Okay, then okay,
scored 99%,
okay.
and I was called like immediately for the job.
Hmm.
They put you through a lot of intense
Yeah, the
background
training. Yeah, because I have a.
investigation and stuff like that. And they did now listen, this is the part that got me upset. They gave me a psychological test and they told me to draw pictures.
Uh-huh.
And I drew a picture of they said draw a picture of a house. So I drew the house and the house had a little chimney and some doors and trees
Hmm.
outside, little smoke coming out the chimney and you
Guys,
know.
share the page. Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know, they perceived that as me being something wrong with me, I guess, because I had smoke coming out the chimney and I don't know.
It's to draw a house.
I don't know how they develop their thinking of what you draw based on what you're supposed to do. So they never hired me. I was like,
Oh
so I
well.
went to FBI. I applied for an FBI position, and at the time, you had to have certain vision to work with them. Your vision has to be like 20/20 vision, and even with glasses, corrected that, and I didn't have that, so I didn't get that job. So I was like, forget law enforcement. Forget law enforcement. Although I worked with a couple
You
of
work with the parks
investigators.
departments.
Yeah, I worked with the Parks Department. I worked with the MoMA. I was a security officer there for a while. I was like, you know something? My mom was like, why you want to go work where you have to wear vests and get shot and, worry about getting your life in danger and stuff like that. So I said, you know what, Mom, you're right. So when I had my daughter, I decided to go to school for education, and I got my master's from Brooklyn College.
You got your
Um,
master's.
yeah, yeah, Brooklyn College.
Okay, so you got your master's in education.
Elementary education.
Yes, and then you decide that, whoo, I want to be a teacher.
Yeah.
So
I had the
from
same hours like my daughter. Like, I wanted to be able to raise her.
okay.
So, the hours at the police department, they were too long. So I had to, you know, have
So
time to raise her, put her in school, stuff like that.
and the being a teacher would have been a better dealing with spoiled picnics, spoiled kids, people who don't know how to raise a child. Kids, you have to deal with that. You have to be the mother, the father, and that's what you wanted to do.
I didn't exactly want to do that. I just felt like it was the best deal for me. I mean, I always loved kids when I was growing up. And
Hmm.
like my little cousins could tell you, like I used to always have them in chairs and I pretend like I'm the teacher. And all right, sit down.
Hmm.
All right, do this math, do that. So I had that in me, but I just didn't want to make that a profession. I wanted to be in the criminal justice
Right.
field, but it just didn't work out. So I
What
chose
about what about
education.
going to do? What about doing law? You didn't thought about that?
I did, but I started getting tired of school. And law school is like you have to go for a long time. So I just said, you know what? The length of time and the commitment, I didn't really have it because I like to
Okay.
write, I like to sing. So, I had to do something that I felt comfortable doing that I could still do what I like to do, and that's my music.
All right. Now, being an art, even though right now you've been a teacher over 20 years
Yes.
and you're very good at it, very good at it, and stuff like that. The way I see you around kids is unbelievable. Like even Caden hear your name, he runs like, oh, Empress Bubbles, it's so amazing seeing you around kids. Now, at that time when you decided to be an educator, like the salary wise for teachers at that time wasn't up to par as now. So
No.
now wherein you could go into law enforcement, you get that bigger paycheck, but you decide that you want to deal with kids, at that particular time, deal with the salary that teachers was getting at that time. You went through a whole lot just to
I
do
did.
that. Now,
I actually was there when we I think New York had a strike, and I actually was one of the members of the strike one year, and I remember we were
demonstrating in the
at
street.
yes, I remember I was at City Hall, and I'll never forget, like, an entourage passed by, and it was Jay-Z in the car, and he was like, "Yeah, teachers, yeah," and I was like, "Jay-Z supporting us." It was really cool. I like that.
Nice. Now, um, as a teacher, this is what you
Bevsy, I
decide
love
to
you,
do.
Bevsy. Bevsy's like co-signing that she sees me.
All right, guys. No, Bubbles. Now, so you're a teacher. You decide move from the New York City down to Florida, and you still pursue that dream of you being the teacher. Now,
Wait, stop, because when I came to Florida,
mhm.
I actually tried to utilize my 2 degrees when I got here. So
Okay,
I applied for,
which would have been easier. Would have been easier than New York.
yeah. So what I did was I applied for the Broward Sheriff's Office, which if you
Mhm,
watch Cops, those are the men and women of Broward County,
mhm.
the officers of Broward County, and I also applied for the school board, and they both called me the same week for a job.
Really?
So I
Oh,
was like,
really?
yeah. So all right. So I go to the school board first, and they're offering me a position. I was starting off as I think I was a kindergarten. No, no, no. I was a second grade teacher. I started off as a second grade teacher, a gifted class too at that.
Ooh.
And then 2 days later, here comes BSO. Hi, we're just calling you to tell you that we have a position for you in our drug trafficking court. And I'm like, so I listened to the whole thing. We have what from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Only Thursdays you will have to do till 7. And I'm looking at my school schedule now, and I'm like 7:30 to 2, holidays off, weekends off, summer off. So I went with the school. And
That
I told the
sucks.
sheriff, I know, I told the sheriffs, I'm like, look, I'm sorry, but my daughter was still young at the time, and that
Mhm.
7 o'clock hour would have been just like too much.
Bubbles, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to know. I go to Florida, I get pulled over. I could read out that card with your name on it, and I get a slide. You know what I'm saying? I
I
got a little
shall. You can
pass.
still call me. You can still call me. I try to help you up somewhere.
Okay, so now you decide to go into the business. You move around with so much artists. I remember the first show that you did in Texas.
Hmm.
You did a show with no, the first show you did, I think you did the first show by yourself in Texas.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now the second show you did was you and Mad
Mad Lion.
Lion on the Billboard.
Yes, big up
Now
the
that
Mad Lion.
big up Mad Lion. No, that was the craziest
Yes.
because the first show you did, everybody went after like bubbles, blah blah blah, and then the promoter brought you and Mad Lion, and the both of you was like two combo, like the both of you were like one of a kind.
Well, the funny thing is, my voice. Pardon, my voice is kind of cracking today. But
Son
the
of
funny
Earth.
thing is, at the time, Mad Lions was like, and I hate to say this, put him out there, but nobody was really Mad Lion back in the days.
Hmm.
They would laugh at him. They would say like, you can't DJ. Are you trying to sound like Buju, or are you trying to sound like Burro Bantan? Cause he's like "Rah, rah, rah, rah," like that all the time. So they used to be like, move out to the studio, man. You can't deal with the reggae, man. Move, you're a copycat. So
Hmm.
my aunt and her promotion, I said, Auntie, he's good. And I big him up to her. So she was like, all right, I'll bring him down too. The next time I'm doing a show, bring Mad Lion. So that's how that happened. Like it wasn't a Mad Lion and Bubbles thing. It was a Bubbles thing. Let me bring on Mad Lion. I
Okay.
gotta put that out there, let you know how it was.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's
I'm sorry, had
no,
to.
no, no. That's all right. And the show was crazy.
It was crazy.
The show was crazy.
Wait,
Um, Now also you sharing stage again with also. You know what fascinating? How comes you never do a collab with Buster?
Um, I don't know. Our like when we meet up, we're not in the music worlds, so we never really talk about that. We talk about it like after, like when we're away from each other. Cause like
Hmm.
I hung out with him last summer, and we were just worried that it was Father's Day, and we were at a barbecue, and we were just talking, bugging out. Like we're not we're not thinking about music because I guess he
Okay.
wants to take himself from that. He's like so surrounded by it. So when he's with us, it's like he doesn't want to be Buster. He just want to be Trev. Like just be yourself. So that's
Hmm.
what it is.
Q-Tip.
Um, no. You, nah, no.
You said when I call his name Q-Tip, there's something there.
Because I don't recall really being around Q-Tip. I think it was more like Method Man, those guys.
Okay.
Those are around. Tretch,
Trench
Naughty
from
by
Naughty by
Nature.
Nature.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
so
type
you
of
were more
guys.
around them than Q-Tip. Okay.
Because I worked at High 97, in like 1980, from 1989 to probably like 94 or 90, yeah, about 92, 93. Because I
Hmm.
remember when I had my daughter, I wasn't working there anymore. But yeah, so Wendy Williams was on the radio, um, Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. Um, who else was there? A lot of people.
And you met so much celebrities in that time. within Hot 97, you move around. Even when you were leaving from Hot 97, they didn't want you to leave.
They didn't want me to leave.
They didn't want you to leave because of what you were doing and were doing good. Now, Horace Ardy, Horace Andy,
Yes, maybe.
yeah. How you and him? How's the relationship with you and him? How that came in place?
That night, I think it was another night. My aunt had us in Florida, no, Texas. We were in Texas one night, and
Mhm.
Shaba had a show.
Okay.
Um, my cousin's baby father is Shaba's manager.
Okay.
So, of course, I got into the show free and everything. And Shaba was on the bill. Horace Sandy was on the bill. I don't know if you guys remember those guys from Texas. They was like one was short, real like a midget, and they had like a rap song like on my thing, tricks on me. Dun, 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 dun. It's like I forgot their name, but it was like the Ghetto Boys. That was the name of them, the Ghetto Boys. The Ghetto Boys, yes. So the Ghetto Boys was on the show, and my aunt was close with the short guy's sister, the midget sister. So I started hanging with them that night, and they pulled me backstage, and I met Horace Sandy and Shaba. His manager was
Manager.
like, the manager was like, artist talking to Shaba, a family, a family talking about me, a family, So Shaba said, yeah, all right, family. And we just took some shots, and then Horace Andy said, yeah, man, wait, talking to me about my business, what I do. And, he kind of gave me some encouraging words as an artist, like what you should do going forward. So it wasn't like we have a great relationship. I just booked them up and they just talked to me based on,
Just talk to you
yeah.
in that aspect.
Because I'm
Now,
a lovable
how
person.
would you how would you describe? Turn the volume down. How would you describe yourself as an artist?
My volume needs to turn down?
Yeah. You have the phone. You have the phone on or something?
No.
Oh, okay. How would you describe you as an artist?
Um, so I really take that bubbles to heart.
Hmm.
When kids see bubbles, how do they feel? Like, like when somebody pull out a wand and you know, kids just start jump up and they get excited.
Share
That's
the
how I
page,
want,
guys.
that's how I want people to feel about me when they hear me. Like that same excitement that the kids have when they see bubbles floating and they just want to jump up and pop the bubbles.
Cool.
So, but bubbles comes out in different shapes and sizes.
Mhm.
So I don't want to be labeled as a singer or a DJ or a rapper or whatever. I just want to do what I do, and that's why I call
Okay.
myself Bubbles the artist, because an
Okay.
artist has many skills.
Mhm.
So there you go, Bubbles the
So
artist.
how would you define the music that you sing? How would you describe it to an audience?
Not the genre, but the music itself.
Hmm.
I would say it's something that would get you. It'll make you bubbly. It'll make you feel bubbly inside. It should make you feel happy. Don't have
Okay.
sad songs. Everything got to make you feel like you want to percolate.
Okay. Now, as an educator, do you definitely try to focus your songs so that, oh, that's my teacher. Oh, that's what she's singing. Do you try to have your song curve in certain ways that if your students see you, or how do you go about when you're writing your songs?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hmm.
Your mom needs to be responsible for what you listen to, not me.
Okay.
So I sing what I sing, and if I put up a video on YouTube and it asks me, is this for children under 18? I'd be like, no, and that's it. That's the
Okay.
only thing I do to spare the child from my my bubblesness.
Okay, so what has been the biggest challenge to you as an educator and also an artist?
Trying to do both of them at the same time.
And how
It's kind of
how
hard because like even over the summer, I wrote 3 songs over the summer, and
hmm
I pretty much had shows and stuff that I would probably need to go to, but that would be during the time the kids have to take a test, and it's like I need to be there for them more than I have to make those decisions sometimes. It's really hard,
hmm
like do I call a sub to let them deal with it, or do I stay there to support my kids? Like it's kind of hard sometimes.
Okay. Okay, so that especially right now,
Mhm.
doing that right now because your daughter is way of age right now.
Yeah.
Well, there's no more kids, young adult.
She's
So,
27.
hmm
I have a 27-year-old.
right. So how would that right now? Because one thing I love your mom. She's so cool. I could sit and talk with her for a length of time, and we always text each other now and then. Now, your mom, she one thing she always say to me.
She
Um,
says she loving it.
she always say this to me. She's a teacher. I want her to be a teacher. I don't want her to be an artist. Well, she loved doing the music. That's fine, but I hope she don't think that she's gonna drop being an educator and go straight into the music. And that's always her concern. You know.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my AC, I mean my fan to touch me because I'm getting
Okay.
really hot.
So your mom is always that. And I know when it comes to family support, you have a
Hmm.
big family support. Your aunt, forget about it. I can't go to your aunt and say anything about you. Oh, mama, my niece. Oh yeah, my niece gotta do this. Oh yeah, my niece. She back you no matter no matter
That's
what.
my auntie.
Yeah,
I think
she
I
back
think
you no matter
I
what.
think she's my mom on the low, but they didn't want to tell me that.
Yeah, I
But
know. She's
yeah.
like if you shoot somebody and they could go to her, she'll be like, what did the person do to her? You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? She's that type of person.
She
So
don't.
you have that.
If I tell her one thing bad about somebody, and then like I turn because I have a heart. Sometimes I turn back and be friend with that person, and she's like, "Me wouldn't talk back to them." I was like,
That's her. I love her. So you have that strong family support.
yes.
Now, now I want to ask you this question. Look straight at me. I wanted to answer this question. Why do you think, or what I should say, what makes you feel that the music that you do is good for the public?
What? Because I take my time to write. I
Okay.
I take my time to write it, and I make sure I
hmm
put things in there that can be relatable.
hmm
Like um, no scrubs. Come on now, everybody
Okay.
can relate to a broke pocket man.
Now, as talking about no scrub, did you been through that element with some dude and you say, listen, man, I have to go write this song and start to blaze a dude right now. Was that song personally done for someone?
Um, it was not directly just for that
But
person,
indirectly.
but parts of that song that I wrote
Mm-hmm.
was daggers at a certain
Who,
individual.
when name? Yeah, we keep it at 100. We keep it 100. Is he somebody that I know?
Um, I like a artist, wanna be, trying to be.
So if he's an artist, want to be trying to be, that gotta
I'm
be
not
somebody.
saying. I mean, he's known to be. He's a singer. Okay, let's put it that way. And I'll
He's a
never do that again. I'll never date a artist again. I don't think. I don't think I or maybe not that level of artist. Maybe you know how they got like A-list and B-list celebrities and D's and C's and B's and F's. I
So he
think
like a failure artist.
this one is like an I.
Oh,
A I
that
list.
part. That's far down the food chain.
I'm gonna give him an I list.
Okay. Now I remember. I'm trying to remember how long since we've met. Hold on. Do you have a
I think it's about 4 years now.
oh, 4 years?
About
It's
four.
so funny that, we met during that time. You introduced me to a certain artist, probably the same dude that I talked about. And we were working together, me and you. And what I love about you, you like me. I'll go to my bed and I jump up with ideas. I'm laying on my back and I have so much ideas popping up out of my head. And we working together on a certain project for that artist. And I may mention something and you're like, yeah, Triple. And I also was thinking about this one. I was thinking about this and I was thinking about, and you always come with the idea. And I'm like, and I always like, wow. I love that about you. You're very, when I say creative, I put it in inverted commas. You are so creative in a lot of things.
Yes.
And, that also, what I love, I said. I
That's
love
right,
it.
Pearline. Hold on. Pearline said I must go for the A class. That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
One,
So, so So with that being said and done, as I said, we work together on certain projects with this artist, and every time we will put forth certain things to him, he will have certain things in his own way that always fail and
yeah.
never germinate to anything. And then you always get the blame for that, you know what I'm saying? But right now, it's so funny. Like when I see you right now, I look at you at a total different angle, different level from people who see you because I've worked with you.
Unfortunately, I kind of like lend myself more than take care of me sometimes. So
Yeah.
I kind of like if somebody called me and say, "Hey, Bubbles, I want X, Y, Z," I'd be like, "I'm gonna jump on that to do it." Like I remember Junie Ranks. She had an interview yesterday with Cute to Cute, so big up Junie Ranks. But she had her video, My Boy Lollipop. She asked me to be in it. I came. Brooklyn. I went to Jamaica Avenue. Was in the video. Bought lollipops for the scene. I kind of like think of things like Junie, get some lollipops. Let everybody get a lollipop. So that kind of helped out. What else I do? Jati vibes.
Oh, Jati vibes. Oh, forget that. Jati. Like,
Jati
big up
vibes.
Jati.
Big up Jati
He's
vibes. I was supposed to go to Barbados with him. I was doing a little thing called the Timeless Singers with Jati vibes, this little backup singer. Like I was doing all of that for him, and I was thinking, like, you know what? If I say here's my perspective on this, or I want to do this, they're like, well, Bubbles, no, like that idea there, no. So I'm like, you know what? Bump all of y'all. I'm gonna do it for me now, and all my wonderful, excellent ideas, I'm gonna use them for myself, and that's what I've been doing, and it's doing awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm doing so well. But
okay.
sometimes you have to tell from people and do your own thing.
So the scrub came up from this guy. I want to play that song right now so that people could see where we at, and then we go
Yeah.
into some more thing. It is fascinating.
All right.
Empress Bubbles, ladies and gentlemen, please share the page, share as you have never shared before. All right, and let's do this.
I'm gonna take a little.
No scrub, no scrub, no scrub, no. Bubbles, that's your girl Bubbles. Fully endorsing Dion 555 Smith and the Lion TV show. Big up yourself, 555. Hey, 555. You know you get mad love from me. I'm loving your vibe. I love when you play for me. You know 555. Anywhere you day in the country, me have to run down the dial till me find Lion TV. No scrub, no scrub, no scrub, no. No scrub, no scrub, no scrub, no. No scrub, no scrub, no scrub, no. No scrub. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me. I'd rather a guy whose bank account filled with money. I can't take no guy Whose pocket always pon A. Want Netflix and chill and can't pay no bills for me. Hey baby, me like you, but something's on my mind. See, I'm a woman with needs, so if you're mean, then you're not my kind. I could deal with it alone, but if we're spending time, you can't have me for free, so let me stage your fine. Start it off with rent. Lay here, stay, pay 50%. And you love watch ESPN. TV no run pan battery, my friend. Hey, and when you want drive me right, please remember the gas light. And I wouldn't dare mind, even if you wash it sometimes. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me. I'd rather a guy whose bank account filled with money. I can't take no guy whose pocket always pon A. Want Netflix and chill and can't pay no bills for me. Independent woman, me no fi hustle for me things. Me no need no man fi rent or none of these things. But no man not coming on me yard and go on like him a king. No sir, my king I fi know what me like. My king know how fi treat me right. No respect I me get what me like. Lingerie, nails and hairstyle. Travel the world on the first class flight. Good loving all day, all night. Not to mention the big motorbike. When me man knows say me love you ride. You know me love you ride. You know me love you ride. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me. I'd rather a guy whose bank account filled with money. I can't take no guy whose pocket always pon A. Want Netflix and chill and can't pay no bills for me. No, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Yo, trying to holler at me. You don't stand a chance. No, no scrub. No scrub. Hey, a scrub is a guy who can't get no.
All right.
Don't.
Now,
I was about
hold
to
on.
brother.
I gotta play this other thing that you did last night. I think was it last night or something? It's
Oh.
Yo, this is Bubbles. My real name is Karen. My family is Jamaican. I'm a born American and I learn how to live by my two cultures. I have one brother and three sisters. I'm short, I'm sweet, I just real neat. I'm known to rock the rhythm and rhyme to any beat. Now when I'm on the mic, you know I'm gonna rock it steady. Make you feel good, make you feel Irish. I can rhyme like a Yankee, I chant it like a yard. But any way I do it, I'm bound around the party. I know holy for DJs and plenty MCs. Everywhere I go, the people them love me. I graduated from children, I'm smart, you see. I even went to college, studied criminology. I had a best friend, her name was Lady Joe. She made a hit song called Can't You See with my brother Bubble General and One Dusty B. Now if the rhythm is tight, I take control of the mic and I keep on rhyming all day and all night. Cause I'm the lyrical darling, I must confess. I can rhyme in this in any contest, yeah.
A little freestyle flow. I love you, Frida. You mute. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
my bad.
There you go. There you go.
Turn
Thank
on
you,
your volume.
Phyllis.
Turn on your volume so I don't get the feedback. Now, it was so funny. It takes me and Kate and of course Mr. Computer Wizard over here to get that upload to our system. Because I had to go on your page and get literally download it from an app. And then to send it to me as an email, then to upload it into this system. So
You know what I'm noticing about you?
what?
You must who they was talking about in that movie Enemy of the State. When poor Will Smith had to be running naked because everything he have on is somebody got some type of low jack on it to find out where he is at all times.
It's so amazing,
I
and
gotta
of
watch you.
course,
I gotta seal and expunge my records from now on.
oh, woo, there's a whole lot. Ladies and gentlemen, it's so funny, like with the record, you have so much tracks out there, so much tracks out there that people stole from you. And that's the sad part. That's the sad part in the music business because you giving people all these trust as a female artist. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I see Mark Hacker has a question for me.
Yes,
So,
Mark. How
Mark
does
is
Bubba spend her
asking
time?
me if I spend time in Jamaica.
Mm.
So I want to address that.
You,
As an adult, I think I spent more time than I did as a child.
because
Um,
hold on before you go. You went I think at a year old you went to Jamaica with your grandmother.
right.
Probably you don't even
I
remember.
don't know. All I know is I hear the
Okay.
stories, and
What? Yeah.
I don't like to.
1 year old, you went to Jamaica with your grandmother, and then at 6 years old, I think you went there with your mom.
Okay.
At six. All right, at six. And then another time, I don't remember what age you was. You went with your cousin,
Yes, I was
and
like
then
my late 30s, I think I went.
after you went with your cousin, then you went again with a
Late
friend.
20s, late 20s.
And
I
then you
went
went
with
with
my
a friend.
cousin in the late 20s, and then
Hmm.
I went back with a couple of friends on
Yeah.
the Barris Hammond cruise,
Okay.
and then we kind of stopped in Jamaica and went out there. The
So,
cruise
so,
was like really short, so it's not like I really spent a whole long time there, but I
but
went back.
apart from the cruise and stuff like that,
And
normally
then
you
I
see a
went to St.
female.
Mary. I went to St. Mary, like not last summer. I mean, not last winter, but the winter before.
Mhm.
I stayed out there with Mama Shiloh. Big up yourself, Mama Shiloh. In Arakabessa. Yeah, it was awesome.
Just
Like that little.
Mark is listen to me. Don't listen to Mark. He's asking all these questions because he want to know if you go to Westmoreland because he's from Westmoreland.
Okay, so Mark, I think my grandma's from Westmoreland, so I don't know. But then and Auntie's reminding me that I went when Buju went back. So yes, I did go. You see, I don't be
But
remembering these things because they come in
I
like
know
just
all
a
you have
day
to
in
do
the life of
ask me.
Bubbles to me. You know what I mean?
Ask, you just gotta ask me. Just gotta ask me. I
Just
know.
a day in the life of Bubbles. So I don't remember these things, but yes, I did go. When Buju was being sent back to Jamaica, I was on the plane making sure that I welcomed him back to Jamaica, and they did some little bandolo thing and make him come out the back of the airport and piss me off. So I just went back. Drove from Kingston Airport to Lang to back to St. Mary's that night, listening to Buju songs all night
So
just
okay,
because
my
I
question.
missed him.
Okay, another thing. When you see a female do so much excursion to Jamaica, there have to be some man down to them sick.
Don't,
Some
no, don't play. Don't play that.
female just don't cruise to Jamaica like that in a real life.
Yes,
They have
boss
to
chicks
be
do. Boss chicks do. Okay.
boss chick. Okay, I was
Yeah,
just trying to
because
clear the
because you
room on
remember what I said. Me don't need no man for rent or none of these things.
that.
So what's the purpose of me picking up anybody that would probably want those things from me? You understand?
That sound
It's
like
like if I don't need it from you, why would I want to pick up somebody that need it from me?
that's a boss chick.
And majority of the dudes, I mean, no shade, in Jamaica, want to come up. Like they want to not only come up, but they want to come up to here. And
There you go. And you be that
you
ear
ain't
that
gonna
ear
come
line.
up here and live off of my stuff, no sir.
Yep, yep. Now
No
Miss
sir.
Monica Brown, big up yourself. I love her. She is so cool.
My
Um,
mommy.
okay. Your biggest challenge right now as an artist, what it is?
I would have to say people taking me serious. That's the biggest challenge I'm facing. because my expectation is for them to share my art, and it's like nobody not really sharing the art, or I'm trying to figure out like what the heck is going on.
Do you think a lot of females or stuff like that on Facebook especially envy something about you or
It got to
despise
be.
you in that? Because I blast this stuff out, and I notice certain people, and I notice
Trouble,
certain things. Yeah.
trouble. Got my head on me, but me not lose no sleep, you know. None of them gal can't even test me, you know. When me walk out, or even when me drive, I have my ambition chilling by my side. So I don't really study that, but I just try to think sometimes why. Like, how is it you can't love up my like I'll sing somebody else's song.
Mhm.
I would promote somebody else's song. I would do videos to somebody else's song and set it out. You think people want to do that for bubble songs? No, no. Like, why? And then I have artists even calling me, telling me like, "Oh, okay, you're singing now, you're DJing now. Pick which one you want to do. Like, you're confusing people." And I'm like, I thought I could do what I want. Like, you know. I even had somebody tell me, "Oh, no scrub. Why you gonna do no scrub? TLC them use no scrub already." But I said, "But I'm not singing their way." You know, so everybody try to shut down what I do. When I did Boss Chick was actually um the original chorus to that was Pretty Pretty. So
Mhm.
I was singing
Right,
Miss
you did
Pretty
pretty pretty.
Pretty, Miss Pretty Pretty. You have to have what necessary. Get a degree, not the one for your arm, and just be proud of your occupation. All right. So I said a lot of my colleagues at the time don't have degrees, don't have that. So I felt like I'm throwing shade. Like,
So you
why you
changed
saying
it.
that?
You
So
changed
yeah, I felt like I was throwing shade at my friends, like because they don't have a degree or putting them down. So see, you see how I think about people. So I changed it to boss chick, and then I get a fight. Why you change from pretty pretty to pretty pretty? This sound better, you know? And I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, I did what I wanted to do, not because you said I should do this. I did what Bubbles said to do, and that's a real boss chick move.
All right. Now tell me something, Bubbles. Do you, because you have your degree, you're very
A
independent and all of that.
real
Do you
mark.
think so? That's why basically you just do your thing straight up. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. Is that your sort of concept or the way you're doing your thing right now?
Yeah, that's how I do it. Cause I'm paying the money to do it. So like if you're not paying for it, you shouldn't have a say. Like I pay for my studio time. I do everything that I want to do. Even my new song with MBG, my international tune with MBG. I,
And
I
a bigger,
I have people calling me, telling me, say, "Oh, he don't sound good. You need to do that over. His voice not matching yours or whatever." I think he sounds cool to me. You know, like
it's
that's
definitely.
that was that kind of challenging being, knowing that I had to fly out so, to Ghana real quick and then come back like that for me to fly out during
But bro,
COVID-19 times and go do that too and then come back, and didn't get no
a
corona
lot of
from
people,
Ghana.
a lot of people will judge you for that. So of course they're gonna be negative. Of course, I've been saying that. I've been saying that. Okay, one thing about you as an artist educator, you're
Yeah.
doing another amazing thing, and that's why I tell you, like with kids, me, I'm great with kids. If I have a leather belt and I could whoop up ass, I'm great with kids. I love kids. I hate kids that is spoiled, and you have parents then spoil them kids, and they say this kid is the best kid ever, and really and truly the kid's spoiled rotten and rude. All right. Now you decide to work on a project with kids in Gambia, which is, and we all have to show love to DJ Ipasi or the Gambia, because you and him start correspond musically, and then it branch off to something else with kids, you know. And I want to talk a little bit about that also before we get into some other stuff.
Um, well, I kind of reached out, DJ Posse plays my music and stuff like that. But one day I reached out to him. I had sent him a video, and he texted me back on WhatsApp like, "How's everything doing, my artist?" And I'm like, "I'm here." And I was just curious about like Corona and COVID-19 out there. So I started to ask him like what the kids doing and are schools open and things like that. So he says no, they don't know what to do. Like, they're kind of like they don't have the technology that we have to do the virtual classrooms. They don't have like nothing. So the kids are pretty much just gonna stay in the house till January when they figure it out.
Wow.
And that pissed me off. That pissed me off. I was like, no, the kids can't sit down for so long. They need work. They need to do something, or else they're gonna lose their nature of learning, their academics. All of that is gonna go down the drain. So he linked me with a teacher that was like his close friend that has a radio station, and he pretty much has kids on the radio station that come in and they sing and they learn a little bit about the practice. So I said, no, I need to reach out to these kids because they're so beautiful. Like I even got a video this morning from them. It's beautiful what these kids are doing. Like they're happy for the support that I'm trying to give them. And I've asked several times for people to help to contribute to the funds. But my goal was to make sure that the 30 children, because there's only 30 children that are with the station right now. I mean, if it gets bigger, fine. But right now, I'm just focusing on 30 kids. They range in ages from the grades, first grade to grade 10. And they're gifted students of Gambia. They're high achievers, what we would call here the advanced place kids. So they would be the ones that get scholarships and stuff like that to go to colleges. So those are the ones that I'm working with. So they need uniforms. They don't have laptops. They don't have tablets. They have no technology. If they can get books, pencils, even little basic manipulatives. I wrote a song, Count by Fives.
I love that. I love that.
Right. Do you have it?
No, I don't have it. No.
Okay. So
No,
I wrote
you know what? Yes, I do. I do have it. Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I wrote a song, Count by Fives, because not only do I write Bubbles songs, I write Bubbles the edutainer songs for kids. So I have a song called Count by Fives, teaching the kids how to count by fives, multiples of fives. I sent it to Gambia. The little kids are in the corner.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
But this broke my heart. The little kids in the corner singing my song with rocks in groups of 5, trying to manipulate the rocks to show me. I'm going to get teary-eyed. Hold on. I don't want to tear
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
So anyway, like my thing was hurry up and get some money to these kids, man. Like get something to help these kids.
Yes.
I'm a punk when it comes to kids. Trust me.
All right. Now, Empress Bubbles, I want you to tell me.
Hold on. Let me dap my eye.
How could they reach out to you, or reach out to the kids in Gambia? Do you have some form of link or something, some support center?
Okay, so on Cash App, I have a link, EduGoods for Gambia. I've placed it on your link on your page many a times, and you have placed it on your page many of times. We have spoken about it many a times. DJ Posse has put it out many a times. People are just not motivated at this moment, and I think what it is COVID-19 has.
You know what?
I don't know what it is.
Sorry to cut you, because
Right.
I know personally right now, I know for a fact, a lot of DJs have the Cash App on there. And it's so funny, because I spoke to the DJs, the amount of money that they receive on the Cash App for them to play music. Now, you're doing something for kids in Gambia, and that Cash App is not active, but they would rather give that money to a DJ.
Because to be honest with you, tonight, I was given an invitation to a DJ's party, virtual party, starting at 7:30. and his contribution is like a little $5 Cash App fee. But just imagine, 20 people do that, he got $100 already. You understand? Whereas I did my research. $100 in Gambia is $500,000. Our United States $100 bill is worth $500,000 in Gambia.
Are you 500,000?
Yes. So like the radio station, they charge like $4,000 for them to have their sessions. Like what you're doing now,
Yeah.
they charge them $4,000, which is equivalent to $77 here.
Wow.
So, you know, like I'm doing those things. Like I'm about to start funding the I'm gonna be in charge of sponsoring the children's Naomi FM. They have a children's broadcast. So I am the one who's going to be funding that out my
pocket. You are funding out of your pocket.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to be funding it. DJ Posse and I have worked out how to get the monies over to him. They don't have Cash App and stuff like that, so I have to Western Union it, of course. But you know, I got to do what I got to do because
guys, come on, you got to do something here. My listeners here, you know the deal. We don't have to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, and when I say about DJs and stuff like that, I'm not knocking any DJ because I'm myself a DJ, but you will never see a Cash App on my show or anything. There will never be a Cash App. Unless
I'll tell you later, Frida. Frida wants to know how she could put 20 pounds to it.
Okay, thank you, Frida. Guys,
Frida.
Do something.
Frida never lifts me out an inch. Her and Ish, big up Ish.
You know what I'm saying? That's definitely worthwhile right now, and that's more important. Okay, back to you as your music. Now, I want to ask you this question. Now, you have the family support, and you know have some support. I want to look at some photos with you, because I tell you, your life is I got some photos I want to take a look at. I want to take a crack at. You know, you know, so funny. I be getting thanks to, you know, I don't want to call names, but I have.
I swear, this guy
send me photos of you, and I'm loving it. I'm loving
Oh
it.
my goodness!
Now,
Oh
hold on. There's a photo here. I'm. Who is this?
I can't.
Who is this?
That's me when I was a baby.
I want you to take a look at me, because I want you change. Like, look at you. Oh, that's the innocent, you know, Karen.
I do not like you right now.
Innocent Karen. You know, I like this. I like, you know. So okay. So you don't like that. Okay. Now,
Freddie?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That was actually at Freddie had a show, a New Year's Eve show in New York a couple of years ago at the I guess that hotel. What is that casino off of the Conduit?
Casino Royal or something like that. I think Casino Royal.
This big casino that they have.
I know where it is.
There.
It's in Ozone. Yeah. It's in Ozone Park. Ozone Park.
Right.
Ozone.
So I went there. Actually, I was hanging out with DJ Roy and DJ Chris that night, and Freddie was there, and you know, I get around with these artists because I have all these links. Yes, Big Up Yourself, Vegas. I was with at Joanna Marie's album release party here in Fort Lauderdale.
That's your dancing crew.
That's my dance crew at school. We teachers, we dance. The Empress.
You know, I'm heading to
Miss Carnival time.
Everything showing there.
Let me tell you, I'm so upset because since I moved to Florida, well, not since, but Like for the past 5 years, every time my birthday rolls around, it's carnival here in Florida. So this year, because of COVID, I love doing that. I love dressing up like that. I get to shake my booty down the street. Nobody cares.
That is Mad Cobra, isn't it?
That's Mr. Flex. Time to upset. We were at a celebrity soccer tournament at that one here in Fort Lauderdale.
And that
That's
is
Mr. Trilla.
Trilla.
Yes, Trilla. He's one of the members of Lust. I'm gonna shout out somebody right now. Big up yourself, Beverly Aruli Richards.
You have Armand. You have picture with Armand.
I have your boo.
Embarrassed.
Yes. That's the energy god.
Bubbles, you have more energy than me?
Yeah, because I saw him jump off the stage during the Jerk Festival. I'm sorry, I had to say this. He jumped off the stage at the Jerk Festival in Roy Wilkins Park. I was there in the rain with his Wakanda Forever outfit. Like he did a backflip and sang, so yeah, I would have to say yeah. I mean, you do your thing too, Triple. Don't but he got it. You can call me by my name. I am ready to roll. That's Miss Queen Africa.
Boys.
Okay, so those guys are like some DJ guys, like Roy. I got their names. I feel so bad, but I just saw them and they was bothering me in the hotel elevator, so I just screenshot them real quick. And later on, when I put it up, people were like, "Oh, you know who that is?" I'm like, "No." Big up yourself, Split. That's from Flip Mode, the other half of Busta. Yes. There he goes. There goes my Busta bus.
Busta.
Yes. That's my homie. My homie. Okay.
That's Conscience, right?
No, that's Taiwan yo. Put me arms right around you. I almost got beat up that night. Well, not beat up, but I got yelled at that night by my ex-husband. He was like, "Yo, so why you have to make him touch you up?" So I'm like, "Yo, the man said he want to hold you. Put your arms right around you." That's Betty Wright. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Hear this mommy talk about Barris's hair boo. That's Colin. That's what did they call him again? Colin Roach. I hate that last name, Roach. But
I know a bad police in Jamaica by the name of Roach.
I found out that I was like a little bit related to him somehow through like my grandmother's.
Mark Harker, we know Police Roach, right? One of the wickedest and murderous policemen ever. He was one off.
And that's me Egyptian again, because he had to hold me another night when my husband wasn't around. Sorry.
I know this face. I know this face.
He's one of the Lust guys. There goes my boo. If y'all ever watch Shatters, the movies, them bad boy movies, that's your boy Clark Campbell. That's what they call him, Mad Max. He's so nice.
Walk and leave, talk and bumbleclad.
I love him. He's the best person. And the funny thing is, when I met him, he lives in Florida. I met him when I was hanging out by Jati's house, because Jati has a studio. And I was talking to him about... Yeah, so I was talking to him about the things that I'm doing with kids, because they always big me up about Bubba's a teacher, Bubba's an educator. So I'm like a big thing wherever I go because I'm an educator. So he says, "For real?" He says, "No, serious." He held my hand. He said, "Oh, he squeezed my hand tight." All right. After this picture, we spoke, and he says, "Anything you need for the kids, let me know." Because I didn't know he's so talented. He's an artist and he writes books and all of that. Big up yourself, Mr. Glenn Washington. That's me and him right there. Yeah. Hot girl,
No.
Bubbles.
You said Glenn Washington encouraging you as to go on in your music business.
It wasn't Glenn Washington. It was Singing Melody.
Oh, oh, singing. Okay, singing melody. Okay.
Singing Melody. The speech he gave me. Look at Barris. This I don't want Bev see me with Barris with shorts on because then she gonna get jealous.
Listen,
She gonna get jealous because I got two pictures with Barris. That Barris was not feeling well that night. I was holding him, making sure that he was really under the weather that night. We were hanging out at a club in Florida, and I was just there. You see, once he hold Bubbles to put a smile on his face, right? You see that?
yeah, he got sick that night. Yeah.
He was not feeling well, but trust me, once he was standing next to me, and I see the smile on Barris' face.
Nice, nice. And that
So
is
Auntie wants to remind me, and Mommy wants to remind you or tell you guys.
Inga Stewart.
Not so. All right. So my family comprised of Frasers and Stewarts. So you don't have to stop with Major right now. So the Fraser family, my grandmother, those of you who know Dean Fraser, the big saxophone player, he plays
Yes.
everywhere. That's my grandmother's nephew. So he's my cousin by like a couple levels, but we're family same way. Then on my mom's side, the Stewart family, my uncle was a folk singer in Jamaica, Keith Stewart. He sang with his wife Keith and Enid at like I guess tourist resorts. Then I also am related to Tinga and Roman Stewart. You know, Roman, rest in peace. Tinga Stewart, he's in charge of that big festival song in Jamaica many years ago. Tinga Stewart, cover me, cover me. That's my cousin. And yeah, so little family members here and there. Even Professor
That's in the
Nuts,
music business.
I have some connections with family on that side too. So
Okay. The
I
major
was
high
always itching as a child to sing so much, and then I'm like, why I want to sing so much? Why I always love music so much? It's
this
in my blood.
major hype.
Yeah, Major Hype is he's cool. I love him. He's trying to figure out where he's from, but I don't know.
Freddie again.
Yeah, my sister and I, my little
This
sister
is your
Keisha,
sister. This is you still got that face, love. Still
that's me,
have that face.
Chucky. That's my daughter Chanel.
And
When
that's
she was
yeah,
8, of
Chanel.
course.
What am I
Yeah,
saying, Chanel?
she was 8,
Okay.
of course. You can read.
Look here. Look
So
here.
listen, the picture of my daughter and my sister's daughter is
Yeah.
like the picture of me and my sister because it's similar. Like one little light, one little chocolate baby.
Mhm. Awesome. Ah,
That's little Bubbles.
look at you. Look
My
at
little
you.
sailor girl outfit. I don't like
Where's
that
that?
picture.
Huh?
I
You
don't
don't
like
like
that picture.
okay,
No,
move it.
I told you I didn't. Okay. That was when I was I think that was my master's degree. Because Chanel was smaller when I got my bachelor's, which I had to make sure I did that because I had I didn't say I had my dad was like, oh, God, picnic, you're not gonna finish school. Why you gonna do that to your life? Oh, I did. I finished, got 2 degrees, and she was there for all of them. Ha 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 ha. There goes my beauty right there.
Your
My
daughter.
daughter. Yes, beautiful daughter. One child, very smart. So now, there she goes.
Oh, mommy. Oh,
My
daughter.
baby.
Okay.
There she
And
goes
that's
again.
you and your daughter.
Yeah, my little twin, my mini me.
Nice. That's
Now, I just recently did a photo shoot
photo
at
shoot.
Fort Lauderdale Beach. That picture is not even like 2 months old yet. And Triple,
my
I don't
phone
know why
knows.
Triple loves that picture so much. I told Triple I feel like I was looking too shiny and greasy in these pictures, but Triple loves them, so if he loves them, that's all that matters. Yeah, that one. I like that one. It's hot. Hot. Yes. Hot.
Boss chick.
Big up Doogie Designs for my cover art. That's done by I have my own graphic designer. So big up Doogie Designs on that one.
Now, Bubbles, like, um, now my question to you,
Mm-hmm.
with so much achievement that I should say right now, as in personally, your personal life that you achieve, educationally wise, and also academically wise in certain aspects.
Right.
How would you define? I don't want the dictionary um definition, your personal definition towards you, success.
Hold on, I'm fanning you because you look kind of moist right there.
I'm drinking the tea and I realize that.
But how I would define myself
Yeah,
and my success.
yes.
Um, feel like I'm applying for Miss America here. Um, the way that I would define my success,
Mhm.
I would say that everything that I had set myself to do as a young child and every dream that I ever had is coming to reality. I've always dreamed of being on stage and singing. I used to always write songs from I was little. I remember my grandfather had like this turntable with every
Oh,
single
techniques.
album in the
Oh,
world. It seemed like he had in that cabinet albums with I seen Thriller. You remember the Thriller with Michael Jackson in his little white suit stretch out? I remember that. I remember Lionel Richie's with his big old lips and his album. I remember all those albums, and I used to play them over and over and over again and have my little book and write every song. Stop, hear what he said, write it down, start it again, let it play, stop, write it down again until I became that song. So I could sing that song now.
mhm.
And then I started writing on my own. So I feel like everything that from I was little I said I was going to do, I did it.
Good.
And I'm not done because I have more to come.
Okay. Now
So
you
look for
perform.
the
Not your performances, like
yeah.
especially when you perform, between 1 and 5, what would you say your performance level is?
Between 1 and 5, I want to say like 3.
Why would you say 3? Because I seen you perform,
Well,
and
the
why would you
reason
say?
why I say that is because I don't feel like I've had enough opportunities to really let people see me perform. Like I feel like I had like a little piece of this or a piece of that, not no real big live on stage, introducing Empress Bubbles. I'm gonna come over, I could dance, and then I'm like, hey, hey, cause I'm about it. Mm, sorry, but I want to experience that part of life.
Okay, okay.
It's just been some little, I'm in the backyard, somebody throw a mic here, and I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. Or I go to a party and somebody said, oh, you here? And I grab the mic, da, da, da. But I want a real, aside from what Auntie did for me back in the days, I need something like that now where I'm commanding the stage, I'm coming out, there's video coverage, there's shows that I could send out on Facebook and YouTube, and they could say, yes, the artists are work. So that's
All
why I
right.
said 3.
I need to play. I need to play this track. This track. Oh, God. Hold on, yeah.
Oh,
Chill and campaign, trying to holler at me. You don't stand a chance. No, 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 scrub. No, no, scrub. Hey, a scrub is a guy who can get no love. Have mercy. or cook. Enough of them a breed and can't even read a book. To them pick me at night time, how that look? See them a club at night time a party. Enough of them girl no have no GED. Can't tell what happened in the history. And them not one with nothing presently. But I'm a boss chick, I know you brought sick. Oh, you're looking at your face like you want shit. You know I'm the shit, you can't stand it. And your man a run me down for the tightness. Like I'm a boss chick, I know you brought sick. Oh, you're looking at your face like you want shit. You know I'm the shit, you can't stand it. And when you hear me song, you have to love it. I be hype out a road to create commotion. Them think them pretty looks are gonna last me longer. I'm so proud of my profession. When I get old, I can have a pension. Them a hip on me, but me nah lose no sleep, you know. Enough of them gal can't even test me, you know. When me walk out, or even when me drive, I have my ambition chilling by my side, cause I'm a boss chick. I know you're broad sick. Oh, you're looking at your face like you want shit. You know I'm the shit, you can't stand this. And your man a run me down for the tightness, cause I'm a boss chick. You know you're broad sick. Oh, you're looking at your face like you want shit. You know I'm the shit, you can't stand this. And when you hear me song, you have to love it. Get your girl out the road, them can't chat to me. Work for my own, me no need man money. Sexy and cute, me have me college degree. Buy me own things, I me no beggy, I coulda one shot. A enemy by that. Go road man, I rush me, can me cute and fat. Plus me have the money man pan the road lock. And me no have figure a bed for that, cause I'm a boss chick. I know you're broad sick. Oh, you're looking at your face like you want shit. You know I'm the shit, you can't stand it. And your man I run me down for the tightness, cause I'm a boss chick. I know you're broad sick. Oh, you're looking at your face like you want shit. You know I'm the shit, you can't stand it. And when you hear me song, you have to love it. They don't like me. Protected by Jaja Almighty. And them a sleeping holy nighty. And me a count them on money nightly. Boss chick, I know you're broad sick. And when we looking at your face, we know you want shit. Because I'm the shit, you can't stand this. And when we looking at your face, you can't stand this. Cause I'm the shit, you can't stand this.
Wicked. Yeah, cat eye. Big up yourself. So, Empress Bubbles, you're the boss chick. Now,
Yes.
guys, she is so cool. The amount of things me and this woman go through, it's
You said we go through a lot, don't we?
we go through a lot. You know what I'm saying? If I wake up late, you know, so
No, stop lying. It's the other way around. If I wake up late, Triple is reminding me that I have to get up to teach the kids at this time. Say it straight. Say it right. Bubbles, are you up yet? Are you up yet? Did you have your tea?
you make me sound like a father.
The kids are waiting for you. I have to be like, yo, Triple, I know my schedule, okay? It's not time yet. I'll open my laptop when it's time, okay?
Oh my gosh, crazy. No, Bubbles. Now, you're promoting two songs right now, Boss Chick and also No Scrub, wherein you have so many other songs on the UL that you want to know that you're the artist that did those songs, but in fact, they were stolen from you. You would not get a dime from those songs. Now, the first song, let's talk about the struggle that you go through with certain engineer boy. I would like to know.
So let's like kind of rewind and go back to like the 1990, 89 time where I'm rolling with Sleepy and Bubba. my
Mm-hmm.
brothers. So I was protected from that during that time. However, once the Jody and I, which is the girl that I was singing with at the time, decided that we were going to go on our own track, that we don't want to do stuff with those guys. We want to be our own, like Jamaican version of Salt and Pepper. We started to, write and stuff, and producers and engineers gonna see two girls trying to do stuff, and it depends on the head game of the girl, right? My head's strong, so you ain't gonna squeeze this and my legs go like that. It don't work. So a lot of the times I missed out on opportunities to have my song played or even on an album because I'm not that I'm not gonna open up to get a song out. So I'm sorry.
So
So
you saying you refuse to open your leg so that your song
yeah,
could be on the billboard?
I don't want to. I don't feel like that's what I have to do. Why
How
should
many
I do that?
well, how many female does that? A
I'm
lot of
sorry,
female
but
do.
not me. I want to
Yeah.
make it big off of
Hmm.
my talents, not that talent, not
Okay.
that talent, because I don't think I could hold so much money from that talent. So I just won't bring that to the forefront. I'll leave that alone. That
Okay.
is not something to distribute as compensation for my talents in the studio. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
So whoever else want to do it, that's their business. But I'm not doing it. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
So you've been approached and you
I've
haven't.
been approached many a
You've been
time,
approached, but
but
you've been approached by even celebrity DJs, big artists that's out there to do the same thing, and you turn it down.
yeah, I turned them down. So it is what it is. But so back to that, say 1991, there was there's a DJ, I mean a engineer, producer by the name of Jussie, a day. He have, a lot of albums with Chakademas, them guys out there. Like a lot of he
See,
did a lot of work with people. I'm not gonna lie. The man worked with some people, all right?
mhm.
But he reached out to me back in 2010 and he was like, Bubbles, I was looking back at some of the work that you was doing and I noticed you're not doing that no more. So I have some rhythms. I'm gonna send them out and if you get a chance, listen to it, blah blah blah, whatever. So I'm like, all right, no problem. The first tune I did was all about that bass.
Yeah, all about that
It
bass.
was it was a cover song to Megan's Trainers. All about that bass, no trouble, right? All right. So I did that. Then he sent me a next rhythm, conversation rhythm, and he said write something to that because I'm putting out an album and I want you on it. So I said no problem. I came up with Baby Come On, Baby Come On, Baby, Baby
You
Come On, Baby,
you know,
right? Where
that
I
was a
DJ,
personal
where
track
I
because
sing and I DJ and I said, nobody test bubbles and done more about ya. In high school, me get me loving diploma. In college, the loving was my major. And when me fall in love, well, proper. So, all right, you know the song. But anyway, I did the Baby Come On and then after that, he sent me a next rhythm, Candy Shop. So I'm starting to feel like, oh, I'm on all these rhythms. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna put out a little EP with all my stuff, and I'm just gonna be all that. Going to ASCAP now, start putting up my stuff, send them off to ASCAP. I got a letter from ASCAP a week later, told me that the songs were already registered to a Jossie a day, his
okay.
address and his phone number.
So he stole and registered the song then. So any money that's acquired from off that or any royalty goes to him.
I didn't get nothing. When I was singing back in the days with Jody, I was getting money. I would go into Superpower and Shelly, rest in peace, Shelly, because Shelly just passed away the other day in Jamaica, would give me money, 500 here, 300 here, whatever, because the songs were selling and DJs would come into the record store and buy them to mix. You remember back in the days when people would buy actual
Yeah,
records?
that was
Right.
vinyl. You're buying the vinyl.
Vinyls, exactly. So I was on a lot of vinyls back in the day with VP Records and them guys. So if you would go back and check it out, yes, you'll see it's I'm on a couple of those tracks. And these engineer guys is like, if you want to push, if you want them to push your music further or do a lot more for you, then comes the conversation of what, you know, commit me about I'm talking about your song then, right? That's how it starts. I'm not a fool. What we need to go out to talk about our songs for, we're talking about it right now. Like, you think I'm a fool? You know? Or giving me a extra attention. No, we doing the song together. Why I need extra attention outside of the studio? You know, let's stay in the studio. Why we gotta go take it outside?
Well, you probably want to take it for a drink and just sit down and talk about, the beats per minute, the
No,
certain bars, levels,
nah.
you know.
I'm sorry. I'm not dumb. I know what guys want. I know what boys like. I know what guys want. Guys want me. You remember that song? I
Yep.
know what boys like. I know what guys
Now,
want.
um, my thing now. So hold on. So Bubbles, why haven't you got a manager?
You know, Triple,
Yeah.
I was about to ask you to be my manager. Let me stop. But I don't want a manager that does not have me in their best interest. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want anyone that's gonna try to rob me and take all my, because you know how creative I am, how this brain, when it come up with certain things, and I say, yeah, I could do this, I could do that. Because just the other day, and I'm gonna put it out there because I'm not gonna do it again. But remember when I called you and I said that we're doing these virtual classrooms, and like I could put a little Bitmoji in a Google slide
Yeah.
and attach a link, and that
Mhm.
link could play something.
Please
And
play
what I
something.
said, what I said, to set up some cute little DJ icons, have
Yes.
one playlist of one DJ, have another playlist with that DJ, and then people could just go in and
Exactly.
click and then listen to the music. Remember
Yep.
my creativity. So I do that a lot. And, I just feel like somebody might take that idea from me. They might knock it, like a girl did a while ago with Island Vibes. I had a little idea with certain things. She had the idea for the TV show, and but I did everything else, and she took it and ran with it like it was her alone that did
Sure.
it. So I gotta be careful with people who I'm rolling with right now because people so vindictive and grimy. That's why I say I need you. I need you to be. You should be my manager. Cause see, Cutie got you, Mommy got you, and I know you can't do me dirty. Cause they will come hunt you and do you dirty.
Now, Bubbles, what about your friends that, also what type of friends you have? What type of friends you keep?
Me have to
Because
watch the friends when me keep.
right. And
Cause some of
you know,
them are liar, and some of them are thief, and some of them are sleep out the street. No, but the girls, I'm not gonna lie. I, I ain't had no luck with good friends.
and I think that's the one thing that you have to, you have to change within your circle, the type of
Yeah,
friends that you have, because you have that soft heart, even though you're a boss chick, you have that bossiness about you, but
yeah,
your heart also overpowered you in a lot of ways because you feel sorry for people that you shouldn't be
yes,
feeling sorry for. And then you end up within their circles, and then as you say, who's that? You get caught up in their thing. And
yeah,
that's the first thing that you have to eliminate as not just an artist, as a person. You understand what I'm saying? Being an artist, of course, you could be around all elements and you still separate in that aspect. So you have to definitely do that. Now, with that said and done, boss chick, you
I'm
achieving this?
learning. Triple, let me tell you something. The past couple of months, I've learned to my circle is Eagle Eye right now. Okay? That's how tight and close my circle is. It's Eagle Eye. I have
See,
no time for certain people. And I noticed since I took away myself from certain things, like a lot more
Mm-hmm.
decent and more prosperous things are happening for me. So
Okay.
I'm not throwing no shade at anybody. I just sometimes you
No,
gotta do things for
you're
yourself.
talking about you basically.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so all of that is flourishing. What about your love life? How is that going? Don't even call a name. I'm just asking. How is it going?
My man named Dion. Let me stop.
How, how is that going for you?
I'm joking. Um,
You don't
all
have to
right.
call.
So
You don't have to call
after that last incident with a certain individual,
the weirdest
um,
man. The weirdest, that's
right,
just
the
a weird.
weirdest man, I kind of been by myself only because I don't. I know myself. Like if I'm gonna take the time to love, I'm gonna just love. I'm not gonna worry about my music. I ain't gonna worry about none of that stuff. So I need to take this time out now to worry about the things that I want to worry about. So a man is just gonna throw a monkey wrench in my thoughts. I'm just gonna want to be, and I don't need that right now. I need to be boss chick. Like, don't touch me right now. I gotta make this money.
So you're saying there's no Mr. Romance
No
around.
Mr. Right, no Mr. Wrong, no Mr. Right now, no Mr. Yesterday. There's no, I'm good. I'm
You
fine.
good? Okay, good to go. So now definitely, because I was gonna ask you if there was, how would that affect you with your music and all of that? But since you clarified that, that's pretty
Nah.
good. Now, as you know, how would you like to be remembered?
Wow. You said this. This is just something that I always said. I want people to say, she's so loving and caring and she's so funny and she's creative and bubbly and oh my God, she just was a nice, genuine, downhearted, whatever Frida say about me. Everything Frida
Mhm.
say about me. That's what I want people to
That's
remember
it.
me as. Because when Frida ready to tell me about myself, Frida made me drop a tear. So whatever Frida say.
Definitely, I like that. Now, what this question that I want to ask you is, what do you like about yourself? Not as an artist. What do you like about yourself
Oh,
personally?
I like a lot of physical things about me.
What do you mean physical things
Like
about you?
I like my eyes.
Okay.
I like my lips.
Hmm.
I like my complexion.
Okay. What do you dislike?
I
What do you dislike about you?
what I dislike,
Yeah.
what I dislike is internal.
Internal.
Yeah, what I like dislike about myself is internal. Like I don't like the part that cares. Like I want to be able to say I don't give a and mean it, but I can't. I always care. So I think that's my downfall because people know that they take advantage of you. So I wish I could change that to be like hard hearted. And my mom will always say, you know, you get into people too much. So I allow people to what the duck
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. Miss Monica is like that. Miss Monica is like that. I like it. And she's fun talking with, you know. It's so funny. She's
and,
just fun.
and
I noticed you doing videos, especially you working out. All of a sudden, you hitting the gym, you're doing your
it
thing.
ain't no all of a sudden. It's not all of a sudden. I've been working out, but
Wow.
I've just been putting it out there now because I want when people see how much weight I lost, they don't think I'm sick. There's something wrong with me.
People will say that as well. They will say that.
No, they
They will
gotta see
see
me
you
working
working
out and
out
say,
like
"Oh wow, Bubbles been working out. That's why she losing the weight." Not Lord God, poor thing. Bubbles look like she's sick. I wonder what she have.
so. You've been working out. I've been seeing the videos. You're doing everything.
I'm working out. And my TikToks. Don't forget my TikToks.
Yeah. Your
Okay,
TikTok
my
is.
TikToks. I love the TikToks, and I'm so glad that they decided to keep TikToks because I had stopped
That
TikToking
was the
because I
first thing
felt,
that you were complaining with.
yeah,
Complain
man,
to
I
me
thought they
about.
was gonna stop my TikTok game. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna do no more TikTok because they're gonna take away my TikTok. But now when I found out they're gonna keep my TikTok, watch out for more TikTok from you, girls, Bubbles.
Beautiful. You like doing those,
I
and
love doing it because
um,
I just did one the other day while I was teaching because I'm laughing at the virtual classroom, like the fact that the students, you can't really see them. So you're telling them to do something and then you hear them go, what are we supposed to do now? And I'm like, where were you? I just said what to do. Like I went to the bathroom or like they just doing so many silly things. So
what I should say, I was really, really glad to be a part of your class one day when you gave them this. It's like, as I say, you come up with these ideas that are so fascinated. Like you just tell them like, I wanted you to go around the house and you tell them to take certain things from the house and you turn it into
yes, that
a
was called
school
a virtual
project.
scavenger hunt. So I put them on to do, and these ideas, they're not really just mine. I'm not gonna eat all of it as mine. I do a lot of research at night. I Google or I watch YouTube to see what other teachers are doing, and I subscribe to certain teachers that I see that they do things that I like because I like to sing with my kids. I think that singing is the only way that you can retain information or having a rhythm. Because if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a beat, I'm gonna remember it. But if I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's not rhythmic, so it won't become one with you. So that's what I've learned to do with my kids. Like I have a rap song where I was teaching them about matter, and matter is a solid, liquid, and gas, right? So I was telling them that there are 3 stages of matter. There's a solid, liquids, and gas. Solids have their own shape, and liquids copy the glass, right? When you pour a liquid inside the glass, it copies the glass, right? Then I said air is floating around us, and it could fill up this class. All these things take up space. That's the definition of mass. There's ice cubes, there's blocks, chairs, tables, and juice. There's so much matter around us, it's not easy to choose. Liquids and gases are matter without a definite shape. It keeps on stretching out, and it takes up the whole place. So that was the rap that I wrote about matter. The children had a science test that asked them about the 3 states of matter. And when I tell you, I looked around the room and I see the kids up there
And you know what was
and
going on.
writing it down. Like, yes. I was like, yes, they got it. They got it. Because they remember, what are the 3 states of matter? Solids, liquids, and gas. That was in their head. Solids, liquids, and gas. So,
Okay, you did a song you did a song about count by fives.
yes.
That's so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? For kids. Tell me the concept of that.
Well, I was teaching them, of course, how to count by to hundreds by different numbers. So, of course, you can count by ones, twos, fives, or tens. So I decided to make that song count by fives to teach them how to, and I stopped at so my verses were built for them to see the quarter points in the hundreds, meaning
Okay.
25, 50, 75, and then 100, the quarter points, right?
Mhm.
So the first verse would be like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then I stop. Then the next one stop at 50. Then the next one stop at 75, and then the last one is 100. But the children, I taught them it, recorded their voice, and took their voice to the studio. So they didn't know I was doing this. So the next day I came to work with the actual song, and I said, hey guys, remember the song that we were doing in class yesterday? And they were like, yeah. I said, listen to this. And I put it on, and they heard their voices. They're like, Miss Webby, how did you get our voices? We didn't go to the studio with you. How did you do that? And I'm like, technology is wonderful. You guys were actually there. And I told the parents, I said, listen, the beginning of every school year, I tell the parents the type of teacher I am. I said, your child will either be in a video or in some type of song for me. If you have a
Okay.
problem with it, let me know. They have to sign a waiver, a media clearance for me, so that I
Oh,
can do
oh,
that.
oh, hold on. You basically have your own waiver
I
where
have
you
my
use
own
as
media
a
clearance waiver because I don't want anybody coming to the school about it. It's not. It have nothing. I'm not
because
affiliated with the school.
most of the times when you're teaching, you go live video sometimes, and you do that classroom thing, which is awesome. You know, I enjoyed it. So I
Mark,
didn't realize.
Mark talking about the slate with the beads in multiples of fives. I remember seeing pictures of that, but they were not in my school at the
that
time.
that
I think they had
that's
thrown those
Mark
out and they
days,
were in storage.
1904. That's Mark time, 1914. You know,
They
yeah.
had thrown that in storage, man. They threw those out. Those are in museums, Mark. But they're in museums, educational museums.
But it's fascinating. I didn't know that. I didn't know you did that. Somebody asked me one time that I was talking about you and your classroom and stuff like that. I think it was Betsy, if I'm not lying, and she said, "Oh, she couldn't do that in England. The parents they would go crazy. She could get sued, something like that." You know, I'm not sure if it was
Yeah, but
Betsy.
see, I make sure and if you know anything about what the type of person I am as an educator, like these parents, they love me
Hmm.
to the point to which the other teachers hate me.
Yeah, I know that the
They
teachers are
hate
jealous
me.
of certain things that you
Oh my
do.
gosh. And then my principals love me because I
Hmm.
make them look good. So like the superintendent comes in and they capture my what I'm doing in my class.
Hmm.
Barrington Irving, he is known as the first black, and he is Jamaican, and he was young to travel the world in a single jet plane. I got him to be in my classroom one day to talk to
Wow.
the kids about his journey and his travels around the world. And the kids loved it so much. They asked him so many questions, that day the superintendent of the school district came to my classroom and they videotaped it, and the coverage was awesome. I'm not shy about media.
You was in the paper. Was in the papers, I think.
I
Think
was actually on the Beacon television station, and I made it to the news as well.
yeah,
WSBN.
yeah, because I saw a photo with your name under it and whatever. So I was like, "Ooh."
That was the news channel, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you got your kids them involved, and but that count by five song. I like that because you know it 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 didn't even take a big effect here, but in Gambia, the kids went after that song in
They
Gambia,
love it. They love
and
it.
they dominate that song, even to the aspect of you got a video of them
I got a
singing.
video of them sitting down, working with manipulatives to show me how they're counting by fives, and it was so awesome. And
Yeah,
then they're miming to my words, like, "Hey
yeah, your
kids, Bubbles
songs.
the educator." I'm like I said, my mom, my mom, when I told her I got it, she says, "Yes, I know you over there with your soft heart." She said, "Yeah, they're working on your heart." I said, "Yes," because she knows me. Those I told you, you're gonna get me teary eyed when I talk about
All
the
right,
kids.
okay,
Like,
I have to.
I feel like they need us. They need us. Seriously, they need us. I
No,
don't want to talk about this no more because I get into emotional.
I know you get there, you know. Now, coming up in the, the not music industry, do you
Beverly Richards is here. Big up himself, Beverly. I think Beverly missed
Beverly,
it.
did Beverly know that we were talking about her?
Okay, Beverly there. Hi, Beverly. How are you?
Okay. Now, Bubbles,
Yes, dear.
look straight at me right now. What would you want to say to your mom right now with your accomplishment?
Oh, my mom knows that if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't
No,
have done
I
all
want
this
you
stuff.
to talk to her right now.
Oh, well, mommy, thank you for supporting me, and thank you for guiding me, and thank you for making me like you. Because I am, like Frida would say, she's her mother's child, so I'm my mother's child.
And the worst one, the spoiled one.
I am. Everybody loves Bubbles, man. I'm the
Now,
baby.
the person that puts you on
I don't like
stage,
that you're making me do this in front of everybody.
that's all right. The
Ugh.
person that put you on stage, the person
Mhm.
that you love so much, who have you migrated, immigrated, whatever, from New York
My auntie.
to Florida.
My
And
auntie.
what you want to say to her right now?
My auntie.
That's
My
Lorna.
auntie. Hold on. Empress Bubbles going to cry. Laugh out loud. Shut up, Frida.
What do you want to say to Lorna? I love Lorna because every morning, every evening, I wake up to a text from Lorna. You know, every morning, every evening, I wake up to a text from her. You know, she never leave the house without letting me, without a text message. So talk to her, say something.
I don't know. Somebody just sent me some message. Somebody named Owen Bernard. I don't know who he is, but
Is that person important right now?
no, but what he's saying to me, like he threw a little monkey wrench in my feelings. But I'm gonna ignore him. I'm gonna save my bad girl bubbles for him later. But my auntie, let me tell you, from I'm little, my auntie is my always have me as her queen. So I love my auntie. Love you, auntie. Pick up yourself. You gonna make me so mushy. I hate you, Triple. I hate you.
All right, that's right. All right, that's right.
No, you know I love you, Triple. I love you. Gone to bed.
That's all right.
Literally gone to bed.
Now, now with that said and done, what can we see? Even though COVID show a lot of monkey wrench and a lot of stuff with artists, DJs and stuff like that, you know, and I blame it on people every day, you know. You know, they complain about this is around, but we are so much, you know, I seen you out the whole of this weekend out partying, no mask, and seen other
I
people.
had on my mask.
No,
I
I
was
did
out.
not. No, I
I
did
had
not.
all
I
right
saw
at the
you mask
party. I didn't
on.
have a mask. I was outside. I was
Okay.
outside, and I did not have on. But I had my mask hanging. If you didn't saw, because I wore black and white, so my mask was black and white. It was there if I wanted to flip and put it on. I was
Okay.
drinking my Hennessy and taking
Mhm.
shots. So they don't have a hole for me to drink through. So I had it off so I could
I
do things.
okay. So a lot of people I seen partying and still, you know, things like that, and it's crazy with what's going on. But I'm not saying you can't party. But also, you know, since you know COVID threw monkey wrench into the stage show, the this, the that, we have to stretch it a little bit now instead of where do you see yourself within the next 5 years, beyond the 5 years, where do you see yourself right now? Advancing
I,
more in the
you know where
music
I
or
see
also,
myself?
mhm,
This is what's going to happen. And I'm telling y'all this right now. I'll be in Gambia. I'm going to be visiting Africa. I'll be
mhm,
visiting England.
yes,
Um, I'm going to be doing a lot more. Um, what do you call it? Um, I have to be one of those humanitarians before I go. Like how you see Oprah talking about I have a school in Africa and this that Bubbles is gonna be running
guys,
something.
we'll be in Gambia next year within the summer range or
We
whatever.
have to go, Chipper. We have to go. I have to go down there. I have to see these children. They're I talked to the teacher live. The teacher actually just texted me not too long ago to send me a video of one of the kids that's singing something to me. So it's like I have to. I cannot let these kids feel like, oh, everybody promises us and never does it. I
Right.
want her to say yes. Like, hold on, if I can.
Us well and let us read. Yes, we can make a difference to make a brighter day for us. Yes, we can.
That's a special song to me that they write. And they want to always sing and send me songs every day. Like I'm just so honored to know that there are children in another country, not the ones that I have here,
That
hanging
have
up on me on Zoom, on my Zoom meetings, or saying I hate you or Miss Webby ugly and stuff like that. Not those little BADs that I have
you
up
got a
here.
couple of those this week,
Those
didn't
baby kids that I have up here being so disrespectful, but they want to learn. So that's why I'm gonna give to them because that's our future leaders out there. We got a lot of doctors and lawyers and people from Africa here, and we proud of them. Not the little crooked one, them we're scamming people. We ain't talking about them because they slick. The Africans can get slick with them scamming, but talking about the ones that are very dedicated to being a occupation. I mean, have their career focused on doing something good for people.
Okay, that's good. Now, how does your daughter see herself, especially around you as an artist? She ever mentioned anything to you?
DJ actually Oops, sorry. Not too long ago. Sorry, that was DJ actually. I'm trying to turn me down so I don't hear me anymore. All right, there I go. Chanel, I don't think Chanel really. I don't think Chanel really cares about it.
She don't cares about it. Okay.
I don't think she really cares about it. Because she's not the type of child that she has her own likes. You know what I mean? Like I built her to be not a follower but a leader. So she's not gonna jump on anybody's bandwagon just because. So even if I'm her mom, she's not gonna be like, well, just because that's my mom, I have to. Nah, she's an individual that I love because she's like that. But if anybody has seen my wishful thinking video though, she's the one that's doing my hair in the video. She was like, I don't want my face in it, I just want my hands. So she's actually manipulating the nice pink purple wig that I had on in that video.
Nice. Now I have two more questions before I end this, and it's amazing what I'm hearing from you here. Now,
Why are
Bubble.
you smiling like that? I don't like that smile. Remember, hold on. 555, you got 5, you got 3 5s, right? In your name. So that means I could plead the fifth 3 times, and I have not plead the fifth 3 times. I could 555. I could have said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 3 times, and I chose not to.
Because we keeping it 100 here. There's no need.
All right.
There's no need for that. Okay. No, because when I look back, and I always compare, and I love to compare. People say you're not to compare. Damn well I compare. I compare myself. When I started out doing this thing, I compare this, I compare that all the time. And that's how you see your growth or whatever, depending on what you compare to. And I compare certain individual because a certain individual I get to know you, and I compare their status with your status. They held you down for a long time. And the reason why sometimes I sort of get upset with you, like, yeah, I do. I get upset with you.
You don't show it well.
Yeah, well,
you don't know how to get mad right. I'm gonna show you how to be mad. I'm gonna teach you how to be a vex man.
Okay. Now, why you allow yourself to be put down for that period of time, knowing what your capability is, what your talent is? Because I've seen it when I met you. I've seen your talent. I've seen everything. Why did you let yourself be put down for that period of time?
Like I said, all right, this individual was a friend prior to ending up a boo. So, and it wasn't even a real boo thing. It was just like, you got issues where you live, so can I come and chill with you till I get myself squared away? So that's what it really turned out to be at first. And I was like, you know what? You're my homie, whatever. I'm there for you. Because that, like I said, this person was my homie for 5, probably like 4 years before. And then, whatever.
Another 3 years.
So the last 3 years is just like I'm listening to your cry. I'm starting to feel sorry for you because you're so talented. Like you got this awesome voice. Like you could blow, right? We can't take that from the person. The person can't sing, right? We can't take. I'm not gonna kick the microphone out of his mouth. He could blow. However, a lot of the attitude don't match the artist. So when me as your manager slash wannabe chick, girlfriend, whatever you want to call me, is telling you what you can do for certain things to be, you know, a level, and people could respect you more if you do this, and people listen to you more if you do that. And you tell me, oh, you don't know, I mean, I do this for years. I mean, I'm like, rare, I'm like, what?
What do you say? The him name what?
Him name, where him name? And him name not change. Yeah, I'm not calling nobody name. If they know who I'm talking about, that cap is gonna fit on that little peanut head of that man. So it will wear it, trust me. Even though I'm not chat about him, everybody else know who I'm not chat about. Sorry, I had to go into the Patwall real quick because I just got that little gangster in me. But I'm back to Miss Webley now, Miss Bubbles. Sorry. So, so as I was saying, it's not something that I intentionally pick up myself and say, I'm going to go out there and find me a wetness man that's going to treat me like shit. That doesn't happen. If you know, they come in like so soft and sweet spoken and, hey, baby, nice. Oh, real. Come on, man. You know, I got a little weak side of me that like that. I'll be like, oh, you said that to me? Like, I got a little weak side that I liked it. So.
What part is weak?
A little weak side of me. That kind of like the attention, so that's how it starts. When it starts off with the attention now, and then you get me soft up, and then now I start to give in to.
All right, Mark, don't get any ideas, Mark. Yeah.
So anyway, I just felt like if me and you together, I gotta support you, you support me. So if I'm going to work every day and you cooking for me and you cleaning up and you being my little chick in the house till I come home with the money and take care of stuff, then that's what was going on for a while. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, when we start doing your little shows, then when we start get your little, well, I can't do the overseas thing because you're not a green card still. But at the end of the day, whatever local things we can work on with you and get you a little pocket money, I was eating a little $200, $300 a month time off of it. So a little something was coming in, right? But I had to draw the line after a while when I'm doing things to help you. I have nothing. You have nothing but your name and probably one piece of sugar kernel in your pocket. That's it. Wow. And that's what you call yourself. Stay sweet. So at the end of the day, when I'm trying to do what I'm doing for you and you're going to be disrespectful and cuss me and not respect and honor that I don't have to do this for your little broke ass, but I'm doing it, then you got to go. You got to go. It's time for me to just shut this like I said, the boot camp for your broke pocket men was done. Okay?
No.
Do what I have to do for myself now. And
well, since that is being said and done right now, what else you working on? I know you just did handle it with
MBG, brother.
He touched base with me. Yo, I was happy he deleted people off his page to get me in on his page. So I was like, yeah. And then
Let me tell you something. That little boy got some little he know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Straight out of Ghana.
Straight out of Ghana. And he knows what he's doing. And I see a lot of people in Jamaica already bigging him up. Like I saw Cha-Ching Ching them and some other big artists them that we know of that have his name in their mouth. So they're gonna have Bubbles' name in their mouth too if they already know MBG. So I like that I did this little collab. This is actually my first collaboration.
International collaboration.
International, yeah.
And you know also what I like, because I seen guys in Ghana
yes, they
sending videos out like they're vibing, and you as I said, your name right now in Ghana is a catchphrase.
Yeah, he sent me a message yesterday, and he was like, "That like your Empress Bubbles, the girls, the females, because he's been
Yeah, I
sending me
see that.
pictures of the girls in Africa, like the Ghanaian girls, and they're beautiful girls, and they're just singing my song and doing their little make sure you can angle it, and they're like, he's like, I know you can, can angle it.
It was good. Yeah, as I said, me and him, we was chit chatting there for a little bit after he accept, the friend listing, and yeah, it was pretty cool. And he's talking about like triple five. Thank you for putting my song out and this.
He's
So it
so
was really
honored.
cool.
I like him. And then the funny thing is, like, he gave me the title of the boss. So every time I send him an idea, he's like, okay, boss.
That is
He's like,
nice.
okay, boss.
Now,
And DJ Posse too. That we can't forget DJ Posse, man. DJ
no,
Posse.
we cannot forget
We
DJ
can't forget DJ
Apasi. I,
Posse.
I I met this guy, not physically, but I came across him for years, and we just click, conscious sound, smiling coast DJ Apasi, big yourself up. We always, anytime we come together, we always link. So I'm so glad that the Gambia project, DJ Passy, of course, the boss chick, and I'm part of it, jumping on the wagon of it. So we definitely want you guys to do what you can for the kids them in Gambia. Please, please do that. Now, I want to ask you something quick, fast before I jump out of there. I want to ask you this. Now, look, I want you to picture this. It's very funny. It's a very funny joke here.
Do it.
Now, I have three guys. Three guys. One you have to, if you're gonna marry one. One you're gonna kill because he's a waste man,
Oh
and
God.
one you probably just sleep with him, but that's about it you can get. You know what I mean? I said one you're married, one you sleep with, one you kill. I have Shabba Ranks, Ninja Man, and Major Mackerel, and Gully Bob.
Why you
Shabba
have?
Ranks,
You said
Shabba
marry.
Ranks.
You said marry,
One
sleep with,
one you
and
go and
kill.
yeah, one you go and marry, one you go and sleep with, one you go and kill, and one you just like, man, come out of my face. So Ninja Man, Shabba Ranks, Major Mackerel, and Gully Bob.
All right.
Which start with the first one.
First
Which
of
one
all,
would you
I'm
marry?
gonna marry Shaba.
Okay, so
I'm
you're gonna
marrying
marry
Shaba
Shabba.
Ranks
Okay,
because because I love
Mr.
Shaba
What?
Ranks
Because the Mr.
music for
Loverman.
years, and I already have a picture with me and Shaba, so I'm comfortable already with him. I know.
Okay.
Okay,
So
Ninja Man. What was the other? I married one. Ninja Man. I ain't in the. I'm not.
Ninja Man, Major Mackerel, and Gully Bob.
Ninja Man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna kill Ninja Man.
Okay, so
I'm
you
killing.
killed
I'm killing
Ninja
Ninja
Man.
Man. I'm
So
killing
so
Ninja Man, and I'm not
so
even gonna bother with Gully Bop.
so Gully Bob
And
for the
I'm gonna
waste man.
sleep with.
So you're gonna
I'm
end up
gonna.
sleep with
I'm
with
gonna end up.
no, because you sleep with Major Mackerel.
Yeah, well, he got one foot, so I ain't worried about. Sorry,
Him running away.
he lost one of his legs the other day. I heard.
He lost one. Yeah, I spoke to him. I
Yeah,
spoke
so
to him on
so
Thursday.
right, so I would probably want to be more with him in bed. I know he's not gonna hurt me too much.
And the foot now have nothing to do with anything.
No, but I'm just saying, like, he gonna take time because he's not really full 100 like before.
Okay.
I'm
All
not
right.
trying to be funny, man. You shouldn't have put those people, man. Why you put Major Mackerel inside there? You know the man just lose his foot the other day.
Hey, I just spoke to him Thursday. All
That's
right.
my homie too, you know.
Yeah, Brooklyn. All
That's
right,
my homie
definitely.
too.
I love this. All right, now since we're winding up to end right now, one thing I definitely want you to say. We have females in the room here, and what would you say to these females, especially a
Mm.
lot who have, encounter having that low self-esteem and dealing with all these waste men and whatever, been through thick and thin. You right now, what would you say to them, ladies,
I would
as
say
a
just
boss?
don't do it. Just as a boss chick, don't do it. Okay? It's better to get what you can on your own. Build your own empire. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm building my own empire. And I'm at a phase in my life right now where I'll date or I'll go out with somebody and that's it. But you gotta have your own stuff. You don't need to come sleep here. You don't need to come be a part of. You don't need to borrow my car. You don't need to drive up and down with in the car with me if you have your own car. Like I'm done with that. I'm tired of being a dude in a relationship. I have been a dude. I've been a man as long as I know myself. I want to be a woman. I want to have a man that could come to me and he's taking care of the bills. And he'll say, baby, don't worry about that. I got that. Or he'll say, sweetheart, I think you don't need that car anymore. You've been driving that car for about 4 years now. You need something new. You're a boss chick, sweetheart. I need to see you in something more high level. Like that's what I need my man to say to me. Not this. They get your car key, you know, Miss Old come now, go to our road. And then you calling me down later on, like, yo, where you at with my car? Like, yo, Miss Old come. 3-4 hours later, you ain't come with my car. Then you come back with the car, dirty, it stink out weed, have ashes all in it, no gas in it, and you can't tell me that you just get dropped on the key and act like I'm supposed to go gas my car with that smell and put gas back in it after you took care of that? Hell to the nizzo.
There you go. Totally agree. Totally agree.
So
Now,
that's what I'm saying. No more.
Ashana and Itake did a song the other day, and you remember the song that Ashana did, and also Itake did something a follow up of that. What's your aspect on songs like that?
I'm not sure the name of the song you're talking about.
Itake the one that if you can't handle if your waistline is not good, then your mouth have to handle it.
Oh, you mean that song where she's saying there's one that she says she wants a finger instead.
Not that one. The one if your waist in with the program, then your lip have to be
Oh,
lip sync.
oh, you mean that? Then she did it to that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What I think about that song?
Yeah.
It's a song. It's a song, just like when me bend over. Oh gosh, you can see all my stash. It's like a song. Like at the end of the day, nobody ain't trying to freaking bend over and let y'all see underneath me. It's a song. So when I
Okay.
start singing that song, just singing about the things that's happening. Like, come on, man. Why everything you come out your mouth, y'all have to be? You think all those rappers that talking about they got bands and 66 figures and all of that stuff. Some of them broke pocket. They just speaking.
It's totally
That's
different.
you know what I mean? It's a song.
Totally different. Totally different from what you want and what you possess you're portraying as you have. You understand? A mud thing,
Yeah.
right? Which
Like
way?
I'm trying. I'm literally on the level where I'm trying to make sure. I'm not even trying. I am doing what I say I'm doing, so that I don't look like they got some people that write songs and
Mm-hmm.
they don't live up to certain expectations of their songs. So like if you hear me sing now, I'm a boss chick.
You're
I have to
boss.
live up to that. I have to make sure when I go out the street, yes, I am the one buying my own drinks. Like nobody ain't doing that for me. Yes, I'm the one doing my own stuff. So I have to live up to that expectation of what I am singing. So
Cool.
no scrub. That I'm not gonna go pick up no broke pocket man and come live in my house again after that song because it's like so why you singing that song if you're gonna have broke pocket Johnny chilling with you all night
Mm-hmm.
in your couch, not watching ESPN, but he watching BET or VH1 or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, you
Changing
tell me to say you don't watch ESPN, you watch CNN. So y'all watch CNN in my house. I
no,
forgot.
definitely. Auto tune on your voice. Have you ever added auto tune to your voice?
Never until just recently.
Okay.
And the
And
reason why,
remember I told you about it because normally in Africa, and I noticed
yeah,
that
they,
they tap
I,
it into.
my voice is already fine, so I don't think like auto tune on my voice makes me sound like a chipmunk because I have a light voice. So when the funny thing is, when I recorded the track, my engineer says, I'm going to do 2 tracks for you. I'm going to do one with your regular voice. I'm going to do one with auto tunes, because he assumed that listening to all of MBG's songs, he did have auto tune on it, so that he was going to place it again. And sure enough, he sure did. So it just worked out perfectly that I had a track already that was set to auto tunes to match his voice. So that Handle It is, I mean, I know I don't sound, hey, BG, I'm looking for a man who can really handle it. Are you the one? Like, that's not me. That's the auto tune. But make sure you can, can handle it. That's me, you know?
Oh, I can.
Yeah. So,
Okay, beautiful. Empress Bubbles, you
yes,
came,
Khaled.
you saw, and you conquered today. And I definitely love that. You know, what type of food? What type of food do you love?
I love seafood, although I'm not supposed to be eating it that much because of the cholesterol levels in some of it. But I love me some shrimp and lobster.
Cholesterol level, and also the what's it? There's another thing in a lot of seafood. I'm trying to remember.
It
Start with
don't
M.
matter. I don't want to hear about it because I want to continue to
I
eat it
will I will
sparingly.
tell you
No,
later.
I don't. I don't want you to tell me. I want to continue to eat it. And I just eat it sparingly. I won't eat it often. I promise.
Okay. What do you like to cook?
What do I like to cook? I like to cook everything. I'm not one of those people who pick and choose what they like to cook. If on a Sunday, if like today, I'm not gonna lie, I did not cook because I have my interview going. So I didn't get a chance to cook anything this
Mhm.
morning. I got up like 6:45 this morning, tossed and turned, went back to bed for a little bit. Then I
I
got
wonder why.
excuse me.
I say I wonder why.
I had a bad dream about this interview this morning. I was having dreams. I just kept seeing your face and Caden's faces all day, like all night, just Bubbles, Empress Bubbles, Bubbles, Empress Bubbles. I like all night. I was like, no, no, no. So I woke up and I was like trying to get myself together. And Triple, you like to mess with me, and that's the thing. I think having you around, you motivate my heart because you get my heart pumping when it's not time to get it pumping, and then it got me up because he was like, Bubbles, we're gonna go on at 9:30, and I'm like, what? No, you said 10, and I had to jump up fast and get myself together. And I just like the fact that you put me on edge sometimes, and when you put me on edge, you kind of push me to do what I have to do faster.
Thanks,
So
sir.
thank you for putting that fire on my on that little thing that's in the firecracker, that little string,
Yep.
right? The little string, and then you light it, and then it just pop. That's
There
me.
you go. There you go. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity because I know you're done a long line for interviews. So thank you for
Oh yeah,
definitely.
so I have another one probably coming up soon. And next week is the 8th. Is it next week, you think? No. I think I have a couple of days till my birthday. I think I have 11 days till my birthday.
Your birthday gonna be easy.
Yeah, so 11 days. Are you going to tell them or no?
No, no, not
Okay.
yet.
All right. So then, yeah. So 11 days to my birthday. So if y'all want to send me some money for my birthday, that's fine. You can send it to 555, and he'll accept it for me.
Bubbles, definitely thank you, for just with the interview to share with me. I gotta thank Miss Monica. She
And Auntie, I went to
really
Auntie last night. Auntie said, when I walked in, she says, "Girl, I gave Triple some pictures of you." And I'm like, "What?" And then mommy was like, "Yeah, I just got a phone with Triple. He just asked me some questions." And I'm like, "Oh, Lord." So I said, between mommy and auntie, What's gonna come out your mouth? I did not know. Thank God you ain't get daddy number, because daddy probably would have gave you a whole nother other side of me. Because there's some things the ladies don't know about, but daddy does know about. Yeah.
Yep. I know.
So thank God, daddy.
Basically, I did an interview with your mom. I did an interview with her. I was just tossing questions and listening to her and writing down, and it was just so funny. Because
Wow,
when I'm
you did
doing
that for 2 hours.
when I'm doing interview, I want to know exactly I know a lot about you, but there's still a lot that I didn't know
So let me
personally.
ask you a question. After knowing all of this about me, right? How do you feel about me
Uh, how
and
do I feel?
everybody else? So after everybody that's listening, after
So
hearing about me, how do you feel about me now? Like, do
I,
you guys like
I'm
or do you guys like?
I'm saying, and as I said to you all the time, you always never stop cease to amaze me with a lot
Mhm.
of things that
Thank you, Bev.
behind
So
a lot
Bevsy, I'm
the
just going
scene.
up reading the comments. Hold up, Bevsy telling me about how Empress Bubbles looking hot. Thank you, girl. Frida, so natural. I love you, Frida. Um,
Mhm.
badass cop. Who Mark Hacker talking about is a badass cop. Um, I
You
would have
said
been a
that you
badass
probably
cop.
said you're not a badass cop.
I would have been, and you darn right. But Triple, before I forget, because I
Hmm.
really want to big up some people, if you
Go
don't
ahead,
mind me
go
taking
right
this
ahead.
time. But I do want to big up my crew, right? The Lion TV show crew. That's Bevsy and Lonnie B and Phyllis and oh my gosh, Freedom, my boo Freedom for life. Sonia, cuz that's cuz now. Sonia's cuz now.
Mark
Um,
Hacker.
Mark Hacker. Oh gosh, Mark Hacker. Let me tell you about Mark Hacker. Mark Hacker is so sweet when he comes with these little like he comes gangster when he talks to me. He's not no pet and powder thing and just say, yes, let's go.
Don't give him your phone number. Don't,
I
because I will
won't. I won't.
strike.
I won't.
I'll
Um,
strike.
so hold on now. There are some DJs. Beverly Richards, big up yourself. I have to big up Beverly because Beverly always show me love. Father Ranks, right?
Mhm.
I have to big up Father Ranks.
I'm
Presenter. These artists. These are radio. Are DJs that I know always play my music. Um, so I have to big them up. Wayne Hall, Wayne Irie. Um, big up yourself. I want to go for DJ Posse. I can't forget him.
Rock
He loves
Gambling,
Candy Shop.
Smiling
DJ
Coast.
Posse plays said presenter Everton Blender over in the UK. Big up Everton. Um, 555, and DJ Caden. I gotta big them up. Um, I have to also
He
big
jumping, yeah. You should see him. He's like, yeah.
I don't want to forget people, so I'm just trying to take my time. Yes, the Unruly crew out of the UK. I have to big them up. DJ Charger, I have to big him up playing my stuff. I have a lot of other big up Sleepy Wonder and Bubba General because if it wasn't for you guys, I probably wouldn't have even been to the studio. Um, Junior Ranks, big up yourself because I did a couple of projects with her. So, my little idol, I looked up to her and she incorporated me in her My Boy Lollipop video. So if you guys look at My Boy Lollipop, you'll see a little cameo of me in there. Yes, Junior, go get some likes and views on your video for that. What else? DJ Cutie Cute, I gotta big up DJ Cutie Cute, Amanda Fraser for playing my music too. She has it locked. I have to also big up Napa Chef.
Now
Step
for
a
sure.
chef, step a chef is stage for bad mind them. I
It's
have to
for
big up my people them in Florida. Hot of Fire, big up yourself, Spang Bang, Tibbins, big up yourself, Izana Richie, he got the new song, instead of loving Papa, he got the loving tycoon. That's wicked. Jati Vibes, big up yourself, and big up my upcoming artist them. Time. with her little Tennessee whiskey she got coming out, and another little tune she got.
The best rendition. Then
The wickedest rendition of Tennessee whiskey, better than somebody else rendition of Tennessee whiskey. From not calling on them carefully. And then I want to big up the crews that Nakia Love, big up Nakia Love. She's the rising star. She's about to come out there and do some things too. Jati, I said Jati. Yeah, so you know, a little Hata Fire, did I say Hata Fire? The plastic man? No, for never plastic man. So I had to big up everybody. My Bria, I love you. Mommy, auntie.
You miss one guy, miss one DJ.
A DJ. Oh.
He may strangle you. Brooklyn.
Lee Major, the boss. I love you, Lee. Lee Major just had Amari on his oh God, how could I? Bad Bubbles. Lee Major, the boss. I have to figure from. He used to be on Boom Station. Now he's on Caribbean Power Jam on radio. So big up Lee Major, the boss, man. Earth ruler for the world, yo. That's what I'm saying. My connections that I have are so powerful. Like, I shouldn't be sitting here waiting to having to go prepare my meal now. I should have had the girl inside there preparing it for me and saying, Empress, when will you be off with Tripple5 so I can prepare your table for you? That's what should be happening. So that's what I'm working on, and that should be in the next probably year or so.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right, guys. As we say, definitely thank you, and also Miss Monica, Miss Lorna. I didn't get a text from Miss Lorna this morning. Yes, she did text me through the show. Thank you,
my
guys.
My belly growling, Chipper. It's time to go. My belly growling.
Guys.
Auntie gave me some akitu last night and made me some potato pudding. So thank you, Auntie, for the potato pudding that she gave me.
She didn't even say anything to me about that. She normally do.
She made it for me. And then she asked me, what do I want for my birthday? And I told her I want her to make me some seafood. So she's going to make me some fried snap. She's going to do some lobster and some vegetables. I told her I wanted.
I already know what she's making, so keep doing it.
I told her to bake me a cake. And the cake is going to be in the shape of a guitar because I'm a music girl. And yes, that's how it's going to be.
Definitely. Empress Bubbles, thank you.
Yes.
And also Caden say thank you. He's having his
fingers. Where's my DJ? Where's my DJ at? Bye, DJ Caden.
See you later. Say it again.
Thank you, DJ Caden. DJ Caden was singing yesterday. He was like, Bubbles again. Dun, dun, dun. Bubbles again. I saw you, DJ Caden.
You also, he's not really DJ Caden. His name was changed to Babyface Assassin.
Oh, excuse me.
No, it was DJ, aka Caden Babyface.
Okay, DJ Caden, aka Babyface Assassin. Yeah. Big up yourself.
All right.
And like I said, for those, if I didn't call somebody's name, just know I got mad love for you. I'm not an intentional forget about a person. So.
And I love your background. It's beautiful.
I love my background too. Thank you.
Definitely, boss chick.
Thank you.
All right.
And it says, keep calm. Keep calm. I'm a boss.
Yeah, keep calm. I'm a boss chick. They're not seeing the bottom part. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Triple. And once again, thank you for everybody who got it locked. There's gonna be bigger and better things coming from Bubbles. And this man right here, you see how he is? He gonna make sure you guys hear about it. Trust me. He don't hide nothing. I can't even work out in the gym. He go grab it off my page and go send it for everybody to see me working out. So he'll let you know.
I think that's a very good motivation video that a lot of people should get into and doing. You know, a lot of us sit down in the because of the epidemic, so we turn a couch potatoes and we blame this and we blame that. Get up off our ass and go to the gym and keep yourself, active, motivated, and get that weight off. Hey, I got to go there too. Need to,
do what?
Put little, buff
muscles.
on that. Just the
Yeah.
cuts. I gotta put back my cuts there. Yeah. So
Six
feel me?
pack.
Yeah, I had six. No, I'm down to two. I
Oh,
gotta go
okay.
back.
Well, I'm working on my 6 pack now. I'm
Okay.
actually working on my coconuts,
Uh-huh. On
my
your
watermelon.
coconut.
Yes.
Oh, I am
I'm
my
trying to make my. I'm trying to see. I'm not the girl that's gonna go get no Dr. Miami done. So I'm literally working on pumping up my body the way how I want it to look. So I do
but
squats and I do
but if you
things,
if you
massage
go
therapy.
if you go Dr. Miami, that would have been quick fast. Why are you doing
No,
the
I
long?
can't take the downtime.
Oh, you can't?
There's downtime. A friend of mine did her boobs not too long ago, and her downtime. But I really don't want to go through that. So
How did it look?
I don't. It looks swollen and very engorged at one point, and
Oh,
and I
so
don't want to go through that pain. No.
okay, but well, after all of that swelling gone and stuff
See
like
how I'm
that.
a crybaby. Like literally, I'm gonna go under a knife. Like literally, I'll be crying from pain all the time. I can't take pain. I
But
like to be pampered. I don't like hard, rough treatment. No, I don't.
the
And
finish is awesome though.
it's okay. Who not like the booty that I got, they don't have to have it in their life.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Bottom line, literally. But anyway,
It's been a pleasure. Love you. You take
love you
care.
too. I'll
All
talk
of
to you later.
All right, definitely. All right, guys, definitely want to definitely end this. And thank you guys for the support continuously. We really appreciate it. And for choosing Line TV show format is the best. Love you.
Bye
Hey,
bye.
hey, that's the Gambia. Hold on. Before you go, tell me a little bit about this. Um, yeah, the Cash app is on. So if they go to your page, they'll see that, right?
Well, if they go to my page, they'll see the cast. Oh, I'm up here looking behind me like it's really behind me. But it's Echugus for Gambia, and if you see this icon, it's actually my cover picture, and it has all the information on my page. So if anybody was interested in trying to submit anything, they could just do that. For those of you who are in the UK that want to help, I'm going to find out how, because I'm pretty sure they don't have Cash App. So I'm going to try to find out a method.
Oh, they don't have Cash App.
Yeah, because they don't have it over there. When I was mentioning it to them to send them the money, they don't have those apps that we have available to us here in America. So I'm gonna have to try to find out a way to send it to them, whether it's Western Union or through MoneyGram, because they have those. Those are worldwide, but other ones are not. So
Question
yes.
again. How do I know that the money gonna not go to an individual there and it doesn't go to the kids? How do I know that?
Well, like I said, the kids are everything I send the kids. They send me a video of either the kids with it or the kids talking about it. So I know that, like, unless they beat the kids and telling them, "Yo, you better say this is from Bubbles." Like I don't think they're doing that to the kids. You know what I mean? It's too genuine. And I trust DJ Posse. He's
Oh
the
yeah.
one who I am really in cahoots with, because the teacher doesn't have what a posse has, as far as the certain things that will get the funds to him faster. So I'm going through DJ Posse. So he's like the third person that's involved in this whole thing with 555 and I. Those are people who don't know. So it's DJ Posse. There's a teacher in Gambia that he's familiar with, and then you and I are doing what we have to do up here to try to get it to them. So
Okay.
as soon as I find out a way that we can get the funds to us or to them, without having to do all of this extra third party connections, I will let you know, and you can put it up on your page.
Perlin was saying, what about you? The GoFundMe? Would that work over there?
I was good. All right, so let me tell you, I thought about the GoFundMe page, but let me tell you, GoFundMe's take a percentage of the funds for themselves, because it's a
Even
company
though
that makes money. they make money off of what you're raising. So, you know, if I want to make sure that everything goes to these kids, I don't want to have to pay for, you know, I have to pay for them stuff to be shipped to them, and then you taking money from what I have built already. Like, to me, that's losing too much money. When I want to give them everything, I don't want you to take 2.9% of what I raise.
That sounds like a
So
plan.
that's what it is. And I don't need the money. I'm not trying to collect the money to go buy nothing for me. Like, I really want to do something for these kids. And I'm at the point where I've got my own colleagues at work involved now. So
That was good because they did mention you in a meeting.
yeah, so I had a there's a book, and Andrea Bernhardt from Good Morning America.
Yeah,
She
she's here.
and I hope I'm saying her name right. But Adrienne Bernhardt, that's her name. She's from Good Morning America. She wrote a book, and it's about kindness and acts of kindness in the workplace. So our principal, who wants to encourage kindness at our job, she purchased the book for all of us, and she actually had her come as a guest speaker. So while she was speaking, you know, we were talking about all these different acts of kindness that are being done. My guidance counselor shared with her that I am raising funds for education goods for the children in Gambia, and I have my whole third grade team on board with me. Like, they're going to start helping as well, and they're contributing book bags, and I have Office Depot giving me book bags and school supplies. So this is not something that I'm just sitting down here just saying, give me money. I'm actually making sure that these children have what they need. And if I can't even hit up Microsoft and those big companies, IBM or whatever computers that they can donate to them so they can do some type of virtual learning, that's my next step. But you have to creep before you walk, and that's what I'm doing.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you. So I'm
All
going to
the
go now
best.
because my belly growled 3 more times and I don't like it.
Okay. Bye-bye. Take care,
Later.
man.
Bye.
All right. Nice chatting.